make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends of Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your pose is tight though. Make sure your lighting's right yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
Yeah. Shutter. Yeah. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga. That's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas. That's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper. Nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle. I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga built Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir. We're
officially back at it.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 121, I think.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Excellent. This is your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Fabster, a.k.a. the Colonel. Got Rick Dom, aka
Rick Dom,
aka Lil Virus,
AKA his real name.
and I got my man Pan Cheesy. We back for another week. We got a pretty robust topic list. But how you guys doing, man? How was your week?
Terrible.
Not bad. I actually got stuff to talk about, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah?
And we had a nice week of info and news and all kinds of fun stuff that dropped.
No doubt, but I'm trying to see how you doing in your personal life, though,
Let's
baby.
go.
What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's the holidays, baby. It's all just season of giving. Just it's all good
No
vibes
doubt.
all around, right?
All right, sounds good. How about you, P? What's going on with you?
I've been good. We're doing this crazy thing at work, like this new project we took on that's like nothing like we've ever done before. I work in like a fabrication shop, so it's been like
that was some real Donald Trump shit. Nothing like we've ever done before. Never been seen before. Number one thing.
Never.
exactly.
The history of humanity.
Yeah,
You know what? It worked, Poncho. I'm very
That's
excited
true.
about this.
Yeah, I know. I got you reeled in, basically. All that to say, like I was like forced to learn a bunch of new stuff. So like it's cool. It's just, and then that'll like eventually feed into the stuff I make for the community and whatever. So it's a win-win, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
That's it. Rick, what about you? I bet you have the best week ever, huh?
Yeah, I'm having the best week of my life. I have the coronavirus, very likely.
No.
I can't taste anything. It was my birthday, and I couldn't taste anything, and I had the virus, so that was awesome. And
Not even the cake?
No, you know what's funny? I'm actually lying about that. It's really weird how this worked out, and like it's kind of like I can't even deny the existence of God at this point. On my last bite of my birthday dinner, I stopped tasting.
Oh man.
What?
I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I can't taste this fucking sandwich. And then I started grabbing other things, and I was like, oh my god, my taste just left. No.
A birthday
Dang,
sandwich?
bro.
You have an 8-foot sub?
No, there's like this like prime rib like sandwich place that's near me that's like really famous. So 8-foot sub just
Come on, you had a McRib. He had an 8-foot McRib.
what's the fucking sandwich Michael gets? Bologna and ketchup.
Tomato, bologna, and ketchup. The best.
Tomato, bologna, and
McRib.
ketchup.
God.
The best.
It's
We
always
forgot
a
the
shame
leftovers?
because the McRib season always overshadows Rick's birthday.
I know, man. It was so funny because I was like, man, I don't eat McDonald's, but I'll have a McRib. I ain't gonna eat shit.
Man. Just not the way you grew up with, huh?
No, man, this sucks. And I want every viewer to know that I wasn't the cause of getting this virus. It wasn't like I was going out to like the club or nothing like that, and I got this. Somebody came into my home and infiltrated it, had the virus, gave it to all of us, and that was that.
Dang.
All right. That's what happens, man. You step outside of your bubble for just a step, one little inch, and you're infected.
Yeah, man, game over.
But otherwise than that, you don't feel any crazy symptoms or anything like that, though. Just the loss of taste right now, right? You sound a little congested too, but
Yeah, loss of taste. I'm sure in part to the congestion as well. The first 2 days was pretty bad. Like my body felt like I just got jumped into a gang. Like it looked,
Right.
everybody had their way with it. They were giving me the old Timberland stomp, A-Town stomp on it, But after the first 2 days, I thought like, man, I'm getting over this. I'm good. And then the taste left me, and I was like, man, fuck.
Yeah, one could argue that when you were talking shit about that Revo Deku, you lost your taste back then. But
Wow. I just want people to put that Deku side by side with the Bakugo and tell me that one isn't obviously very, very, very good, and the other one is just okay.
I mean, I guess we can get into that because they have a picture of him next to All Might, and I think the three of them together might complete the picture a little more for you.
hell yeah.
But yeah. What about you, Boog? How are you, sir?
I'm all right. I'm enjoying some alone time. Girls is away, so I'm just here chilling.
Dang.
All right.
I'm going to my shout out to my coworker, drinking buddies. My coworker's wife made some coquito, so I'm about to crack that open in a few moments.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. Chilling with y'all for the evening, and then take myself to sleep.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the
Heck
plan.
yeah. That's how it is. Order yourself a pizza. You know, you're not cooking tonight.
No. You know what? That was I've been thinking about that for the past 30 minutes. If I want to order a pizza or not too, and really overdose on dairy. But yeah, I don't know. It's my, I guess it's my cheat night.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up early tomorrow though, and I'm a run and I'm a work out regardless. So yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy the night with you guys, and that'll be that. But I'm feeling good otherwise.
You were getting it in on Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I actually been running. I've been trying to get back in shape, and yeah, man, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm looking all right too.
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
And we're all looking great. I mean, let's get this podcast popping. We're here, right?
No doubt.
Let's
All right.
go.
So what's first?
Well, the first thing
we
want to
talk.
talk. Also,
Go for it, Punch. Go for it, Punch.
The first thing we want to talk about is something we touched on a week or so ago, and that was Boundless Brooklyn. And they actually reached out to us, and they set up something really cool for not only us, but like our community and stuff like that. So if you go to Boundless Brooklyn right now, and you purchase an order for $50 or more, and you have one of those billboards in your cart, if you put in the promo code A.C.B.A, you'll get the billboard for free. So it's really sick, and it's really great for the billboard being free, because that's one of the most, like, all these items are customizable, but like the billboards, you can really flex your customization muscles with that billboard for sure.
Yes, sir.
There's so many options. You can have one that's very. I had the screen share pulled up here, Punch.
Yeah, I got you.
We just to kind of give you an example, I got like a sample cart right here, and I'm already doing the 2 billboards because it's such a versatile thing that you can do either like a really corporate, standard, normal, clean billboard for a movie or stuff like that, or you can have a really graffitied up one as well. So multiple options for that. You can swap them in and out. That's something that's cool. So once you're in the cart right here, you can go into the discount code area and you got to just do A.C.B.A, and you'll get the extra billboard as well.
Hell yeah.
For free.
For free.
Free 99, baby.
That's right.
So, we did talk about this a couple weeks ago in depth, but something for everybody here. I came to the epiphany that little water tower could be used for some kaiju action. So any of you SH monster people or Godzilla people or whatever,
boom.
That might be appealing to you. And then, obviously a lot of our comic-based heroes are based in an urban city, so the water towers and the billboards will definitely look good as accent pieces in your displays. But yeah, like P said, $50. If you throw an extra billboard in your cart and just add the promo code A.C.B.A, then the additional billboard will be free. All right. So we try to push this. It'll be up on I guess all our social media and stuff too. So there's that. I think that I want to run another contest or promotion too with GTP. We're not going to do that right now, but just while I'm thinking about this, let's focus on this.
Right.
But
just another big shout out real quick to Boundless Brooklyn for reaching out to us, because we wanted to just cover them when they announced their sale. I think at the beginning of last month, and they actually extended this sale till the 30th. So that's when this promotion's going on till. But it was just really cool of them to include us in their sale and have this be such a big blowout. And it seems to be going pretty well for them. Stuff is starting to sell out. They're out of the medium water towers completely. And last time they were already out of the half pipe as well. So get your billboards in, get your large water towers and
the largest water tower is still in though, right?
Yeah, the large one is still in.
Oh yeah, that's the one you need, baby. I mean, don't get it confused. Any one of them will work for any type of display. But
Hey, reset your mic real quick, Boog. Wiggle it around. Coming in like sound wave.
Yeah, and also like you said, Fabio, the actual sale goes until the 30th, but like the promo code is available till Monday. So if you were kind of sitting on the fence to get some of these guys and you want like you want to save that little extra bit of money, definitely pull the trigger this weekend and you'll be all set. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I'm gonna do it as soon as I'm always buying stuff in the middle of this podcast. I swear. I'm sure we have audience members that do the same thing, but
absolutely.
I'm definitely going to complete this cart right here that I already have open.
Nice. Speaking of audience, real quick, Bo Biggs once again blessing us. He said, "What's up, fellas? Glad to be hanging out with y'all. Looking forward to seeing everyone's top 10 figures of 2020 for sure. Hit us with $20. Hell yeah, man! Thank you.
Big. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, dude. Another regular super chatter, and everybody, of course, can feel free to super chat in if you got something that you feel is pressing that you want to get into the conversation, or you just want to contribute to the longevity and the quality of the podcast.
Or if you feel pity for the fact that I have the coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken donations for similar causes in the past, so definitely one for Rick.
I'm not sure you could buy your taste buds back,
Yeah.
brother, but we'll try.
Somebody, I'm trying to get a tongue transplant. Come on.
Somebody donate this man some fancy ketchup from Whataburger, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Hell yeah. So the topic list for this week, in terms of our normal stuff, is pretty bare. And that actually works out because the after show is packed. So if you've been anywhere near the internet this entire week, you'll know that Disney completely showed out on a random Thursday and just dropped basically everything. So we're going to be talking about that a lot in the after show. But in terms of normal topics, we covered Boundless Brooklyn. We're going to be talking some Mezco, McFarlane, and if we can think anything else miscellaneous. But, we're going to roll into the after show pretty quickly to talk about these sick reveals.
Hell yeah, because there was quite a few of them, and luckily everything else is gonna get us there pretty quickly because I think a lot of people actually want to just hear about all the Disney stuff.
Absolutely. So take us away to Mezco, Fabio.
Oh, we're going to Mezco Town, huh?
Yeah, local Mez head.
Oh yeah, So I think we talked about maybe just the announcement of it on the last podcast, but officially up for pre-order was the deluxe edition Predator from the 112 Collective, which is pretty dope, I gotta say. I think I'm gonna maybe hear about it because I know you can get a lot of similar things out of the NECA ones.
Hey
multiple.
Man, you got a lot of predators over there collecting dust right now, brother.
They're not collecting dust because they're safely packed away in baggies. But
First of all,
sealed, sir.
Let me just, through plastic baggies, all things are possible. So just jot that down. But this one I think has enough going for it that if you're cool with having just one Predator in your collection to be the Predator, then this is it. So for only $100, you are getting a pretty well articulated Predator with even a diaphragm and looks like pretty decent single jointed elbows, real fabric netting, real fabric tunic, light up plasma caster, articulated with a blast effect. The bio helmet lights up with the laser effect. He's got the flip up wrist guard. This is actually not even the flip up wrist guard because this is Predator 1. He wouldn't have that. But you do get all the fixings. You get different jaw pieces so that you can have an open mouth and a closed mouth.
That's
which
cool.
With NECA in the past they've done with interchangeable heads,
Right?
As well as the masked ones. The mask, it's always 3 heads: mask, open mouth, and closed mouth. And they've done something with magnets here where you get the same effect out of the 3 heads.
Oh, really?
Swapping out this mouthpiece. Which, if you look at all the NECA ones, that's how they're attached as well with the plastic. It's always a separately molded jaw and head. But they found a way to do it here with magnets to make it all interchangeable with one head.
That's interesting.
Really cool, yeah. The fabric netting is cool too because that's something we don't get with the NECA, 1/10 scale figures. You would get that with big quarter scales.
Well, what's stopping me from going to a Hot
pretty
Topic
fresh.
and just getting fishnet and just putting it on a NECA? Nothing?
That's all of the netting that's already there.
Okay. So as Fabio, sorry, go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, I think it looks nice. I just think the head's too fucking big, man.
What do you think?
It definitely has that not creature design, the Predator creature, but Predator the guy in the suit look to it. You know what I mean? It has that proportion because that's how it is on the suit as well. It's like the dude's head, and then like if you take the mask off, like where let's say the magnet would be here, it's just like the dude's head poking out of a hood. So it's like this big like headpiece essentially.
So is that masked head a whole different head on it, or does it fit over the other one?
I think it fits over the mouthpiece. It's the same head.
I see.
And then like the mask is attached to the mouthpiece that interchanges in. And I guess the electronics for that would be built into the helmet itself rather than like the head.
That might be why it might look a little large, because it has to fit over the existing sculpt, so it has to be large,
For sure, yeah. And I mean, there's a lot going for it here. The interchangeable plasma caster effect is cool as well, because I guess I think only the Ultimate Predators came with that from NECA. Normally, it came like originally in like the separate accessory pack. And then the wrist gauntlets they've done differently here too. Instead of like on NECA, they do like the the extendables. This is like interchangeable, extended or retracted.
What's the base buck here? Is this all new or
all new?
I'm wondering. I can't remember. I'm wondering if this is the size of an average man, or is this a larger scaled figure for Mezco? Is he going to be larger than the average man? Because the Predator's a big motherfucker, right?
Yeah, it's definitely larger. Let me find a picture that somebody has of it scaled with a ruler compared to like a Gomez body, because it says here in the description that it's 20 centimeters tall.
Okay.
And if I can get this picture, I'd show you.
While you're looking for the picture real quick, Carlos, friend of the show, Carlos Saran, donated $5. He said, hey, y'all can't stay and listen, but wanted to show some love. Y'all stay safe. Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it, brother.
We've had him on before. He's the guy that made that sick Casey Jones head sculpt. He does a lot of NECA and stuff with head sculpts and stuff. He's a great dude.
Thank you, Carlos, dude. We appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it'll be here recorded for you Monday morning, brother.
Heck yeah, you're still here. You're part of the broadcast now, bro.
Part of the family.
Exactly. Here is the picture that I was talking about. So Predator, if he's approximately 20 inches tall, 20 centimeters, he's going to be about this tall compared to a regular,
you can't see it?
Gomez size. Oh, you can't see this? Oh, hang on. I'm not sharing screen. I'm sharing. I'm sharing my app. Hang on.
It's all good.
Oh God, I'm doing a terrible job. Hang on. This is so unprofessional, boys.
Well, let's just imagine it right now. So I'm thinking about it in my mind's eye.
Here we go. I should have been doing.
It's all good. Play WoW.
Sure.
You see your taskbar now. Just play WoW.
Oh God, you see this? You see this? I'm juggling so many things. I gotta go to my exclusive.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that photo earlier. Whoa, yeah, he's pretty tall. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he's big. And the NECA Predators are big too. I think the NECA Predators are like 9 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the because NECA is 7-inch scale figures, so like the Dutch, for example, is like a flat 7 inches. So yeah, he's definitely like big. He's scaled up for sure. He's gonna be towering over a lot of Mezco figures, which is cool.
Yeah, pretty menacing.
Yeah, I like that. We don't get a lot of like really big size figures for Mezco. Obviously, like something like Cable was pretty undersized.
So Fabio, you're in a unique position just based on your colorful history with this with this property.
Your decorated service.
Yeah.
Right. As a sash wearing ambassador.
There you go. So like what's the consensus? If they go all in just as hard as NECA did, do you see yourself, buying into the whole line if they really start pushing out mad product with a Predator license?
I don't think that they will, first of all. I think it's gonna be strictly like the core, title characters like Predator 1, Jungle Hunter, and Predator 2, City Hunter, and that might be it, I don't see them really going that far. If they start doing like Dutch and stuff like that, okay, all right, now we're talking.
Very nice. What would you say is the better value between the two properties? What do you think this $100 one, based off of what it is and what you get, is just as good as a value of NECA, even though it's at a lower price point?
This is definitely better than any single jungle hunter that NECA has done. So,
Nice.
they've done the ultimate one, and that had, like I said, the 3 heads, open, maybe closed, open mouth. Actually, they didn't even do that with the ultimate. There was the 20th anniversary, edition that had the open mouth version and the closed mouth version, and then there was the ultimate that had the mask. So you had to, kind of get all these different ones to get those different heads, and they all interchange with each other. But none of them had light up effects on either the plasma caster or the helmet. They do have light up Predator helmets at the $25 price point, but they're from the Predator, like the newest film, and it's awful.
Okay.
So nobody wants that.
Yeah, because I'm sure the biggest consensus of this whole reveal or anything is, the biggest rebuttal is like, why would I spend $100 on this when I can just go get a NECA one for $30 or whatever like that?
Yeah. I guess it depends how much the Predator license is worth to you. Like,
That's true.
Are you cool with a $20 Predator? That's fine. If you just want a Predator, then NECA's got you. But if you want, I think, the Predator, then this might be it. Like, if you're just trying to get the one.
You know what?
In terms of the Jungle Hunter, and for $100, this isn't even like blowing out the Mezco price point. This is how much Cable was, which also had light up effects and Cyclops. Anything with like a single figure with light up effects, $100. That's about average.
I'll tip.
I don't know, man. They should have put some more accessories in here. I think for the $100. I mean, I understand that the 100 is coming mostly because of the light up feature, but I don't know. Maybe they should have. Maybe it should have been a deal where it was a real deluxe, and it was ability for you to kind of swap between 2 looks for the Predator, 1 and 2 or whatever. I don't know.
Well, you also got to consider
they needed to do something to really set themselves apart from you just going and getting the $20-$30 figure. I don't think they really did enough here, but I also think that like they're relying on the fact that Mezco collectors are Mezco collectors, and they will just buy anything no matter what. So,
Well, that's fair.
I'll give it to Mezco, man. For I don't know if Fabio would agree, but that looks like a person in a suit. That looks
exactly.
like that's the first Predator figure I've ever seen from NECA or from anyone that looks like a person in the suit.
Yeah,
looks very screen to me. I don't know.
Screen accurate, yeah.
And one more thing, Trevor McGuire also was reminding me in the chat. Some of the Predators from NECA that are coming out now that are like remakes of the Lost Tribe, which is like the 9 Predators that show up at the end of Predator 2. They're remaking those like right now. There's one coming out, almost every month, maybe every 2 months, and those I believe are coming out with light up effects. So there are Predators that you can get that are coming out that have parts that you can supplement your already in your collection Jungle Hunter and have kind of enough to make up this. The only thing that NECA has not done is the light up like plasma caster. They've done the effects, they haven't done the plasma caster. And the plasma caster I think is going to be like the biggest test of difference in quality as well, because on the NECA ones they are like notoriously gummy, and like the arm on here is like super floppy a lot of the time, and a lot of time breaks. So I don't know if this is made out of like a really solid plastic or even like a more deluxe material. That might be like where a lot of the other cost is coming from as well. We'll see about that. The magnets, of course, is probably the whole thing.
What's the release date?
Says July to September 2021. So looking like exactly a year from today.
Basically.
So supposedly
You're keeping it real, man.
It'll be the hottest item of the holiday season next year. But that's what's happening right now, dude. Like stuff that was rumored for September of this year is about to get like hit at the end of December, while all this stuff is just like coming out at once. That's just what happens. Be ready.
Just the way it goes.
So that's Predator. This is still up for pre-order. This is like one of those Mezco open pre-orders, and it's not an exclusive, so you don't have to worry about this like super going up in retail value because of the golden sticker on it. But other than that, Mezco had one more real quick kind of sneak drop. 1 hour after their usual drop time which is just a left field move just for no reason.
Pretty
Instead
sneaky,
of like
sis.
instead of 1 p.m.
Really
books
sneaky,
time, it was
sis.
at 2 p.m. and nobody saw it coming. It wasn't even like a single drop. It was a couple of things added to the Slugfest Emporium, which I'm gonna pull up right now. So if you remember,
I saw that, but I didn't even bother clicking on it. So yeah, I'm looking at this for the first time.
Okay, cool, perfect. So if you remember the Slugfest Emporium, this is where you can get all kinds of Mezco tchotchkes.
DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Stuff for your existing Mezco collection, supplement items, all kinds of fun fare, I guess. This is where we had the secret drop for the gold skulls as well. This is where the secret drop was a couple weeks ago for the Gomez of Death, as well as like the weapon pack and a couple other things. So then the latest kind of secret drop was the Crimson Cranium 2-pack, which is just a straight up 2-pack of red heads, one skull, one masked. So this is the Moon Knight head, which we've seen, of course, with Doc Nocturnal DLC kit as well. And then this is somewhat new, somewhat old. It's a skull. Mezco loves their skulls, but this is the first time we're seeing it with like these little eyes.
Googly eyes in there.
Yeah. Which is cool because this is how the Black Skull Brigade is rumored to be. It's going to be a black skull with like green eyes like this.
Oh, cool.
So this is classic Mezco, like, teasing something in a weird color that's going to come out in its intended color later. But it looks good. Swapped onto some different bodies here. We know who's doing these photos, of course. So this is cool.
Does it bug you that the skulls are so much bigger than the base heads?
Yeah, they look like big like skull masks. Like
yeah,
Halloween.
they look like masks. Yeah,
right. You know how they have those hyper realistic like baby heads? It's like big like that. It's oversized because it fits over your head like that. But it's this.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, that's how I normally think about it too. Sometimes I go back and forth. I get annoyed that it's oversized, but then I say, you know what, it could work as a mask in a display, so it's all good.
Right.
If they were smart, what they do is they do a whole run of these and they do a separate run where they're scaled down.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Get everybody to buy them all over.
If they did the Doc Nocturnal skull head with the moving jaw, that's actually a much better size, like regular skull head.
Okay,
that'd be the way to do that. But I think it actually looks really cool on the Crimson Gomez.
That looks nice. That looks very nice.
This is the one that just came out.
Ooh, that looks dope. Yeah, I like that.
Now you're going full crimson, huh?
Yeah, this is a hand ninja right here. This is like a modern hand ninja.
Oh,
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Dope.
Maybe if the eyes were green, actually, but it looks cool on the Dog Nocturnal here as well because it kind of matches the gloves.
It does, yeah.
And then there's speculation as well. Sorry, go ahead, Boog.
No, I was saying I'm digging that. Look, it looks cool. I wouldn't buy it though, but it looks good.
Well, maybe if I end up with an extra one, it might make its way to you. Who knows?
All right.
So we have people were kind of speculating on these pictures as well because we have what looks to be the this is the Wolverine 5 Ronin, the samurai Wolverine, and people were like, "Ooh, is that a new color? Look at that red skin tone to match the red skull. Ooh, is this going to be a new thing?" No, there's some clear spots where like the Photoshop isn't like quite there. It's just a mock-up, let's say.
Dang, Detective Fabio on the case.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You want me to enhance? Let's enhance.
Let's go.
Let me see some spots just missing right up here.
Hell yeah.
Let me pull up the rest of the detective work that was so like lovingly circled when all this came out.
Oh,
but yeah, this is just a quick mock-up. You can see some of that. There's another one that really got people going later as well. This, I think, is the Punisher with the John Wick guns. Here's Baron Benz, Nosferatu.
Nice, that looks good.
Which, by the way, I'm in the market for a couple of like loose Nosferatus because I found a really dope idea for a kit bash of like something that I'm sure Mezco would surely do if enough people like get wise to the idea.
Nice.
But
Me
we can
too.
talk about
I'm just looking for any Nosferatu at this point.
Right. They're awesome, dude. It's a sick figure. Like if you actually strip that thing naked, it shows a lot more love into it than you would like.
That's usually what happens when you strip people naked.
You know,
Basically. Usually how it works, man.
that was what you call a double entendre.
There you go.
Yes.
Here is the
But,
the other.
what body is this?
This looks like the
Oh,
Gordon.
that's Gordon. Yeah. Definitely Gordon.
That shop
But-
as well. You could tell.
Right?
Yeah, they photoshopped the red shirt too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the red shirt for sure, and the black trench coat, and then in the
Very
holster.
subtle Photoshop.
Definitely. Well, you know, it's just little mock-ups, give people ideas. You know, pretty cool.
It's
I like
cool
this
that
right
they-
here.
They could keep.
It's cool that
They
they
could
let
keep
him
all
just
of
like
this
go
shit.
nuts with these kit bashes though, for these promo shots. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is completely like unnecessary stuff. But if you're just one of those Mezco diehards, you knew about this when it happened. You got him, and you know, I got 3. That was the limit, so I got 3.
Oh.
$15 each. Why not? That's called securing your future, boys.
Is that what
by
it is?
selling one of these packs, I will have made enough to buy the next Mezco figure at retail price.
There we go. Wow, what
Yeah.
a businessman, detective,
I mean-
businessman. God,
It's called Poncho. It's called Stonks.
there we go.
So that's Mezco. A couple of little drops. I don't know. Nobody else got these except me, right?
Correct.
All right. Well,
Yes, you are correct.
here's the other thing. Actually, this is the other 2 quick drops from the same day as the head pack, and it was just the Doc Nocturnal comic that comes with like if you bought the Doc Nocturnal swag pack. But for some reason, if you missed the Doc Nocturnal swag pack
Interesting.
and you want the Doc Nocturnal comic, you can now buy it on the
$10.
Mezco website. Contains 2 tales of twisted terror.
This might be for people that like piecemealed it, bought it loose or whatever, and they're just trying to get like their completion on maybe, or just guys
Yeah.
that like the book too. Pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I'm trying to. I like it. You know, it's cool. It has 2. You know, basically, you know, regular comic size stories, and then at the end you get a whole like you know breakdown into his secret lair and all that stuff. So lots of stuff for you to look at and be like, oh, that'd be cool if I you know bought these zombie figures because I could put them with Doc Nocturnal, or you know, so some vampire minions, like you know, stuff that is in universe that'll kind of get your kit bash brain going.
the marketing is very real.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. They could keep all of this shit. I don't care about that.
I don't know, Vogue. You might want a Doc Nocturnal just to you know do like a Robin.
Whoa.
He's Robin size.
Big
No,
brain.
how about they just fucking do a Robin?
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Wait, no, that's a good idea.
Now we're really thinking.
How did you arrive at that? Wait, what? Okay, and here's the last thing. If you love Doc Nocturnal, as
Holy
everybody
cow.
here clearly does, you can get new art on Giant's 14 by 12.
Friggin'
Postcards.
huge.
What in the world?
This is
Just
crazy. This is wild.
Supersized wax
That's for me.
packs.
That's all
14 by 10 they are. Just straight up posters, tchotchkes, memorabilia.
I would love to know the numbers. Like does this sell? Which is, I mean, like, if it does,
right.
hell yeah, dude. Like, can you imagine like creating something like this?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm into this though. Honestly, I'll put this in my bathroom
it's a nice. These are nice prints. It's nice art for sure.
for sure.
And you know,
And
there's
same
a,
kind of
I'm
thing.
never
It's
mad
like-
at anybody. I'm never mad at anybody getting their hustle on
Absolutely.
and doing their thing with merch. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. There's something for everybody. This shit just ain't for me.
Right.
there you go.
And if what's you know if you want extra value out of it, if you're looking for some, it's different art than all the 12 or I think 9 cards that you get with the Doc Nocturnal like actual trading cards. You know, so you know it's basically like the continuation of the set, but now in poster size.
There we go.
Okay, it's cool. You know, I think one of my roommates is just going to gift this to me or something because they know. I think they like Doc Nocturnal, and to your question, Pancho, as far as how much it sells, I mean it's still available, and the Cranium pack is already sold out or
Yeah.
waitlisted. So this kind of thing, you know, the posters, the comics, anything that's not a like figure accessory, you know, specifically, doesn't really sell. I think the only thing is this like coin set for the pink skulls, just because.
Well, you
pink
know,
skulls.
I am a veteran of the print business, so so like I would imagine like a minimum order for some of these prints and stuff is probably in like the thousands or something like that. So it makes sense that like even if they are selling as much volume as they are with the skulls and stuff like that, they'll hit their limit with like the skulls and the coins and stuff way faster than they will with these prints and stuff, just because they have such an exorbitant amount of stock.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, like you said, Boog, it's a hustle. They're just trying to get all they can out of, you know, their own internal brand. And I'm 100% sure that all of like their in-house stuff comes from a different factory than like the Mezco and DC stuff, because they can just like pump these out, you know, like out of nowhere. They're already ready when we've been waiting for like the Wonder Woman for 2 years now, you know.
I'm wondering if this is them recalibrating and trying to recoup and trying to catch up, or if this is just all extra bread for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if this is like, you know what, we actually haven't been profitable yet, and we've got our own in-house thing that we could save a lot of money on as far as licensing and stuff goes. Let's pump out as much of this shit as possible so we could catch up or whatever. I would really love to know what their financial situation is like.
I'm curious if like this might just be them kind of doing like a meantime in between time thing. Like I think if they only release their licensed stuff, like there would be just a huge gap in between releases and pre-order announcements and all that stuff. I feel like this might be a way for them to like cheaply, you know, I don't know if, you know, that comes from a place of them being successful enough, or they need a little extra, and so they need this to keep them afloat in the meantime. But I don't know.
I mean,
working.
The demand is there. You know, they're popular. People, you know, go crazy for their shit. But I feel like they go crazier for the things, you know, the established properties, the DC and Marvel stuff.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
for sure.
So,
yeah, that stuff definitely sells out. Like I think way more. This is strictly for like their, you know, their fan base.
Yeah,
I think it's also them responding to the head casters and the 3D printers and all that stuff. Like, you know, they know that people like their sculpts enough, and you know, people use their bodies enough to want compatible heads. So, it makes sense for them to get in on that market. And they say it on, you know, the slogan for this whole thing is like, "Why buy that shit from scalpers?" You know.
Dang. Throwing hands. Yeah, to piggyback off what you said, Fabio, that actually makes a lot of sense, to where if this is a separate factory from what's doing all their licensed stuff, it makes complete sense for them to go ahead and just pump these out super fast in between the inevitable delays because of COVID for their other licensed stuff. So it's just, it makes sense for sure. I never thought about that till just now. So it's cool.
Yeah, that's actually true. Maybe the delay on the licensed stuff is, you know,
it's huge, probably.
Delay on the franchise or the property itself, just because the brand, the licensor, is delaying everything because of COVID. Mezco seems like they're ready to move forward and move with their stuff, so that's probably why it's coming out faster. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah!
Interesting.
Wow, we cracked the code.
We're all detectives here.
I know.
Good stuff.
All right, so that's the extra Mezco shit.
That was Mr. Mezco. Let's move on to Mr. McFarlane now.
There was nothing else that was shipping or pre-ordering.
KG Beast is hitting now.
That's true.
I thought that came out a long time ago. What the hell?
That went out for pre-order earlier this year, but it's actually coming out already. People have it in hand.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah, let me try to pull some pictures of that before we move on. And Crimson Gomez as
I
well.
pre-ordered that. I don't know.
What's that?
That
KG Beast. And from what I've seen, people are actually pretty impressed with him. Like, they thought that these new kind of single-jointed elbows, which I think might be the same we'll be getting with Conan, were going to be kind of limited, but looks like you can actually get some pretty good range out of it. Look at that. He got weapon storage. He's got a big knife.
It's not a big knife.
That's what it is. Look at that elbow. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I don't like those shoulder pads, but not bad.
Yeah, this is a Mad Max kind of shoulders, right?
That's not bad.
Yeah, and he has a swappable regular hand, so that's cool.
Wow.
and the range of motion on the torso. This is just what people are starting to get now. Crimson Gomez is also shipping in hand. I guess this was an unadvertised accessory. It comes with extended mags for the pistols.
Little clippies, huh?
Little clip guys.
Ooh,
Street sweepers, you know what I mean?
Chicago style.
Right. And none of that is advertised on the package, so that's cool. Just the regular ones, it seems.
I like those extendo clips, as the young kids call them.
Right.
The
I
extended menus, huh?
believe that is it, friends, for Mezco. I'm just scrolling through the... This was a cool kit bash, huh? Hello?
Anyone?
Anyone?
I've been seeing that head in so many different kit bashes. It's unbelievable. You know what? Let me send this to the chat. I had a couple pictures that I want to send to the chat.
Okay. Let me pull up the McFarlane.
I've been sitting here playing with these Lightning Collection figures.
While you're pulling up McFarlane, one last Mezco thing. I finally got the Pluto and Popeye.
Oh, nice.
Was this advertised to be dirty? The Pluto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not advertised.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was showing with a little spackle to him.
Okay, cool.
I got mine too. I didn't open it yet. How you feeling about it though?
I mean, like Popeye is like one of the first properties I ever like truly loved, just based on the fact that it's the only VHS we had for a very long time. Shout out, Mom. But like, dude, I really like it. I love that Pluto looks like their version of Billy Mays, kinda. I really love it.
Yeah. They did a good job with like translating, the cartoon kind of effect to him. But
very true.
Like the way how like Bluto's beard in the cartoon is literally just like a circle around his mouth. It's like not connected to his hair.
Absolutely.
So they didn't like do that exactly, but they did. It's not connected to the hair like it is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, am I tripping or did you just say he looks like Billy Mays?
Yo, Rick, look at it. Get out of the fever dream and take a look, baby.
I was looking at the map of the wall at the screen.
Billy Mays here.
Billy Mays here. Get on the ball. Basically.
Billy Mays here.
That looks good. Yeah, I love it.
Ball doesn't work this way.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get to pickups, but I actually got something for my Popeye and Pluto sets.
Oh, we talking a boat?
Are you on a boat?
I literally can't think of any hint that won't just spoil it.
We'll see. Just something to whet the appetite for the end of the show.
Yeah. So we can move into some.
Is that head? If you want to share that real quick, Fabio.
Yeah.
And another usage.
Oh, what's a no head?
So no.
Honestly, I've been wanting to do this with this head, but do like the '90s Aquaman with the hook and the
shit.
like single.
Don't fucking let Billy hear you. He hates hook hand.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Ramon White 2003 who sent me these pictures here. I don't know if this was actually his custom or not, but I mean it's his figure now, regardless. But
yeah,
that actually works for Aquaman.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It looks nice, yeah.
They should have done something like this. I hope they give us another version of Aquaman, honestly, and I hope it is the '90s.
Could you imagine?
Aquaman.
Could you imagine hook hand Aquaman in the mix?
The village would riot.
All right. I would love the riot, I think they should go all in on like the 90s looks, honestly, because there's some really good looks that could translate to like Mezco. Like if they do Superboy, I'd love the 90s Superboy with like the leather jacket and
Chippendale Dancer Superboy.
Right.
It would be cool if we got like, obviously they shouldn't be exactly like the designs, but like Justice League Unlimited style ones, please.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love like a 90s, like if they do another Superman, like put a mullet head with him, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Back to the dead.
Let's go.
Yeah. What about Jason Todd? Not Jason Todd. God, Tim Drake. Tim Drake had the best Robin costume in the 90s.
How'd he did. I mean, yeah.
All right, moving on. We've dwelled long enough. I've tried to seamlessly transition so many times, but we're just gonna get there. Mr. Toddy Mac, as Cap Lives calls him, he's on that basis.
Toddy Mac.
Toddy Mac. Mac Daddy Todd. He has officially revealed the Batman Beyond that we saw, leaked on our last show as well. So here's a full high-res picture of that Batman in question.
Let's see this. I didn't see this yet. Let's see.
You didn't see this? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need your consensus on this for sure. Because here's the thing: like the announcement says, like here is Batman Beyond, based on the '90s, the animated series, and then specifically in the video that we're gonna watch, as posted by our friend Dallas James, he's like, well, this is Batman Beyond. He's based on the comic look. Oh, I see. That explains. That makes more sense. That feels like it's correct. But I think if they're trying to get away with making this their, animated series version, I think that's not going to fly. Pun intended.
So he was showing off the articulation and everything in the video?
Yeah, so he does his, Todd on the floor videos here.
I love it.
This is the best. This is Christmas morning Todd right here. And he's showing, the proportions of the figure. And, we got the classic McFarlane trappings here. Look at these. Look at these ankles, baby. Come
that
on.
ab area too. Like, what's going on there? It's like a ripple effect.
Yeah.
He's from the future. That's the future of abs.
But he's showing up. I mean, it'll work for sure. Like it will work as a 7-inch, and it's definitely better than the last Batman Beyond that I think Mattel did like towards the end of their multiverse run.
Yeah.
Like leagues better. Like that's not even a question. But it just has like if you're already a hater of McFarlane, this is just more ammo for you because
more ammo.
There's not.
Look at those square pegs sticking out of his freaking arms for these damn cape.
And that's what we're getting to. Look at the design of the cape. It's just obviously it pegs into the arms, so when it's extended, you peg the arms into it and keeps it like that. But I don't know.
Not like
Come
this.
on, Todd.
Just the swivel effect is not working, Chief.
Hold on a sec. What the fuck is he wearing on his feet? What are those?
Oh, those are the Larry David 5000s.
Larry David 5000s.
These are the Morels, the Merrills. What are they called?
Oh, I used to have a pair of that.
Oh, yeah.
I did a Kurok cosplay from Avatar. Basically, a guy who lives in a hut, and then I bought those shoes for accuracy.
Yo, my man got $1 million off a Kickstarter. Can't even buy a pair of Vans at least. Come on. A pair of Converse, please, man.
Yeah, we need to class him up a little bit. I mean, he's still wearing the chains. I don't think the.
Oh, he's rocking the ice.
That's true.
He just needs a little bling on his ears too,
Diamonds on him dancing, man. Come on.
So that's one thing people didn't really gravitate to is these wings. The way I get what he's going for with the design, but mechanically it's not working perhaps as well as it could.
The wings can be fully removed though, right?
Who knows?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
So it's not demonstrated.
What?
They just kind of hang like this.
And look at if you look at that angle, there's a big block sticking out of his arm so that it plugs into the wings needlessly.
That's right. Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to support their own weight. They're on swivels.
Okay.
This is just basic common sense.
I mean, it's a little poorly thought out design.
You know what? Listen, man. Sometimes he'll have a good sculpt, paint applications, and all of that stuff, and then we'll joke on the bull pegs and stuff like that. But I don't even think this is a good sculpt. Like this just looks like a bad figure all around. Like design of this is awful, man. It looks bad. I don't like it.
It's rough.
The proportions are off, and the belt looks huge, and I mean, he is saying this is just still a prototype, obviously the sculpt's not going to change, but it's going to be like murdered out, like matte black with like super high gloss on the bat emblem and stuff. The other thing that people are not loving, by the way, somebody in the chat, let's see, Jason Todd talking to Captain McKay Random, he's saying that the batarangs aren't even correct. Like that is not the correct look for Mr. BB's batarangs.
Dang, man.
For some reason, he goes on to do this. This is my favorite part of the video. So he shows this, right? Here's the batarang, right? And you could put it on his chest emblem. I don't know why you would, but you could.
At least he's honest. I don't know why, but yeah, what?
Yeah. Just like he's showing off the features of this thing, right?
Yeah,
Like this is a feature. Is the fact that like you could do this, but why would you?
I've said it countless times before. It's big energy, just like when you were trying to convince your parents to buy some shit. Like, check it out, mom. Removable batteries. It's got all this. It's got everything.
Right? No, you don't get it. The sticker. It's gold.
It's a Red Rider. It's a Red Rider BB gun, man.
Yeah. And then here's the other questionable design choice. So he's got the rocket boosters, right, which we saw in the leaked image. Okay, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they're sculpted to look like they're coming out of, 2 rocket boosts at the bottom, but there's only one peg because the foot only has one peg hole. So when you peg the booster effect in, hang on, he takes a minute to do it. You get that there's somewhat of a gap right here that's not exactly flush.
What is happening? We have definitely slipped into another timeline.
What is happening is correct.
Damn, what is happening?
I don't know. I mean, I gotta look at my Mezco one again, but I'm pretty sure even that one only has like the one booster coming out of it because it only has one peg hole.
Yeah.
And like that seems like has a bit more of design integrity than this. Like I think for someone who's again so much about presenting, preserving the look and the sculpt of what would be a statue, like I don't know. This seems like it shouldn't make it past that. I don't know.
God, look at that! Look at that ankle. It's almost as big as the rocket boost.
Yeah,
Like,
huge.
Jesus Christ!
It's huge. It's simply huge.
This is garbage, man.
This is
terrible.
not the Batman Beyond, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I wonder what like extremely like big Batman Beyond stands are thinking like right now. Like, certainly you have to put your passions aside.
Yeah. You just need to be desperate for any Batman Beyond in your collection.
I guess so.
They did Terry dirty on this one, man.
I would rather have
Truly
no
did.
Batman Beyond than this Batman Beyond, though, I'm afraid.
Oof.
That's
I mean, damn, this is bad. Fuck. Yeah, I'm good on this. This is supposed to come out in a wave with which other figures?
We don't
We don't know.
We don't know. This is just a straight up tee, or just showing off of the figure, but I don't think there was any details revealed. But here he is in
There he
this
is.
is as good as they can present him right here.
I mean, it's really, this is made to be in that one pose, and that's it. Like,
Truly.
there's really not much
Yeah.
more you're gonna get out of this where it's gonna look aesthetically pleasing and look good. This is literally an articulated statue. Like, it's articulated, but it's meant to be in this one pose. It's just crazy.
Yeah. There's parts of it that are like, well sculpted. Like I don't mind these gauntlets, except for that ugly peg that's going to be sticking out the back. But, yeah, just questionable. I wonder if he still has the toe joint too for no reason.
So stupid.
I would like to. I think if anything, Mezco is probably or McFarlane will probably do a like animated series style one, like they did with Cyborg and they did with Green Lantern, Jon Stewart. That might end up being better, but we're gonna get the same ankles. We're gonna get the same, literally the same ankle joint. But yeah, I don't know.
It seems like every week they're putting out some shit too, though.
Oh,
That's the thing. The frequency of drops here is nuts. But damn, the consistency of shit that people actually want, good stuff, is like it's not there, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know. We joke a lot and we being kind of hard on Todd, I guess, but like. Nah, man, this ain't it. He's gotta consult with somebody. Somebody's got to be able to tell him, no, bro, take that shit back to the drawing board.
I think this works for, and I'm sure this is partly the audience he's trying to attract. This isn't just for like figure collectors. You know what I mean? Like this could be somebody's like first Batman Beyond ever because they just see it on a shelf for the first time. Like this is and people who don't know better, honestly, is the conceit. It's just for the size, for the quality of the plastic and all that stuff, you're still getting like a decent quality figure. It's just us as collectors have that lens where we know about action figure design. So we can look at this and be like, yo, this is terrible because of these reasons. Someone who doesn't know better because this isn't really their thing, they would just be happy getting this because if you have a coworker who wore a Batman Beyond shirt one time, you saw them outside of work hours and you're like, oh, this guy likes Batman Beyond. Let me get him this Batman Beyond figure. And he won't know better. But us, again, looking at this, we're like, why are these ankles so much bigger than the limbs they're attached to?
Yeah, all right. Fuck this figure. Moving on.
Nice ankles.
I will go very far to defend even the worst,
You're empath.
I'm trying, I guess. I'm a figure empath. And I'm a bad movie empath for sure.
I'm the same
Fight
way.
me. I love Doom starring The Rock and Carl Urban. Fight me. It's a better Aliens movie than every Alien sequel after Aliens.
What a take.
Now you're really talking.
Yeah, all right.
That is a hot take.
That's why I'm so lucky to have this platform, boys. So we can have opinions like that. I'm just looking at Dallas's Shuri and just being super jelly.
Hell yeah. What a guy.
Yeah, I like what he did here, or whoever did this. He's got like 3 customizers living in his house, just pumping out shit. I really don't know what's going on.
He's got him on retainer.
Basically.
Yeah, it looks good. I was thinking of getting some Dora Milaje just to get something to lie on my Black Panther throne, but I don't know. But yeah, this is a good idea. I've seen some good kit bashes of the Black Widow with this body as well. Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Dallas James killing it. All right, I think.
Don't forget the Todd screenshot.
Where's the Todd screen? Did you send
There
it
it
to?
is. There it is. There's a cable.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Todd. It's next to cable. It's the shot next to it.
Oh yeah, here it is. So this is Dallas talking to Mr. McFarlane over.
So what happened? Lay it out for us.
So I guess on the Todd McFarlane, verified Facebook page, he had a big reveal about something that's happening in Spawn 313 on shelves December 23rd, and he just has this teaser image, and it's like, whoa, who is this? Like, wow, speculation. There's a lot of, who is this giant? And Dallas James is just like, it's Batman. And
no.
Todd McFarlane,
Did he respond to that?
Yeah, on the verified account, he responded, are we looking at the same artwork? Todd!
Oh, man.
Todd!
I love it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
Really good.
God.
So, of course, from the horse's mouth himself, from the Todd father.
Todd.
Toddy Mac.
What would you do
Look,
if at the
somebody's
moment of
there.
death, Dallas James mocked your action figure design choices?
Look at that other comment there. My question is, how in the blue hell did that dude think that was Batman? Jesus.
Really good.
So fun.
Yeah, well, Dallas stays killing it in the Kit Bash game, of course. Here's all his,
Guys with babies.
men and babies. 4 men and 4 babies.
4 men, 4 babies. I like it, man.
Yeah. I think that is about it for McFarlane. There's no more McHappenings.
Yeah, we're McDone with this topic.
We're McDone with this Todd pick.
Wait, didn't Todd wasn't he sitting perched up on his chair on one of his streams and he?
Oh yeah, he was grabbing his nuts.
Oh God. Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody made a meme out of that. I saw.
Yeah, it's all over plastic and paint. It's hilarious.
I'd love to know the context. I just don't know the context of it. But
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't get this cable yet, but it's on my next pile of loot.
Let's go.
At Big Bad Source, so it looks real good.
Hell yeah.
So I think we're about wrapping up
saw
here.
the size comparisons, right? Wait, did we show size comparisons with the Mezco cable
I
last
think
week?
we did. Yeah,
Or
we
were
did.
just talking Oh, okay.
No, we showed a picture with that one in the Marvel Legends, but here is just the Revel and the.
That don't make no sense that this Robotech cable looks so much better than the Mezco one.
Yeah, the fabric.
Yep.
You know, the sculpt on here looks more like fabric than the actual fabric on the.
The
Mezco.
actual fabric is fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
The Mezco, this version of cable is so basic and so trash.
Yeah.
Looking at this picture just makes me want to go sell my shit right now.
Just honestly, it would work better for a Winter Soldier body. I'd like to see that. Anybody?
Fabio's like, sell it to me.
Somebody turn. I need my own customizers on retainer here, like Dallas. Like, I have an idea. He's like, I got you, fam. All right, cool. I guess we can kind of finish up with this. Todd's final thought. I mean, that's. I don't know. Again, we don't know the context here, but.
Apparently, the screenshot is in a video of him discussing his sound effects, but I don't want to sit through it all to find it.
Some jokester here who just won't take our friend Todd seriously has just taken a photo out of context and put this caption. Just unkind, but you know, there are people who will find this funny, so I thought we would just put it on here. Not us. Certainly not us.
Certainly not.
Too adult for this.
But there are people who would, and you know, we would be selfish not to think about them. Moving on, right? Please.
Yes.
What else we got? I think that's it for topics, unless we forgot something.
We didn't talk about. Wait, did we talk about Mando last week? Last week's Mando? Yeah, we did, right?
We haven't been talking about it too much, but we could touch on it if you want.
Yeah, man. What a great past 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's continues to be a great show.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all right.
Bill Burr. I never knew Bill Burr could be such a good dramatic actor.
It's not fair.
I'm not
It's
blown
not
away
fair.
by honestly not blown away by it like most people are, though. I think some parts of it are a little cheesy.
Yeah, it's definitely got that, like, you know, kind of like 80s, 90s formulaic TV show vibe to it. But it's
Very
just
much
done
so.
so well. Like, it's nothing unfamiliar. It's nothing revolutionary, but it's just what it does really well.
No doubt.
Of course, I think last time we talked about it was when Boba Fett was finally back in his armor.
Chunk of Fett.
Yeah,
His armor did not fit.
No, but this week he got a bit of an upgrade on it. Check this out. We're waiting for this figure now, right here.
I love that this past episode wasn't so stereotypical. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, when the last episode ended, I was like, God, we're gonna have a prison break episode. And it was not that whatsoever. So that was really nice.
Yep, I'm glad.
I wanted nothing to do with like some futuristic bars are made of lightsaber beam jail in the fucking sky. Like I was not into it. I was like, man, I'm happy to see Bill Burr back, but I really don't want to see a damn prison break episode. I'm good. And it totally did not do that. That was great.
Yeah, it was we knew that he had to get the breakout. It was actually a pretty interesting episode, this last one, because I think it was the first time we've really seen things from like the Empire perspective as well. So like, you know, there's that. We're talking like full spoilers. I guess we're just discussing the episode. Not that there was any like lore bombs or anything particularly groundbreaking that dropped. Just more or less discussing like the episode itself. I think like the moment when they're getting chased by the pirates or like the brigands or whatever, and then the TIE fighters come in to like blow them up and save the day. That's like, you know, usually you see the TIE fighters like when they were chasing them a few episodes ago, and it's like, oh shit. But now you're like, ooh, you're cheering for the TIE fighters and the bad guys. You know, you're in the cantina with them. I saw somebody compare it to Inglourious Bastards as well, where they're in the
that scene when he's sitting down. Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Totally.
Like talking to the officer. Yeah, that was cool. I like that a lot.
Very
a lot of
caring.
good stuff in this episode. Bill Burr, you know, as you said, killing it. And as McDoog in the chat, talking some more Mick spoilers with us. Not just Bill Burr in terms of like comedy actors with these chops. You know, you had Amy Sedaris, you had Horatio Sands. You had John Leguizamo, of course. You had the guy in the blue jeans and the green shirt. He killed it.
Oh man, blue jeans guy, come on.
Although he's been removed from canon at this point.
Ooh, we want blue jeans.
Yeah. And this picture right here is Boba Fett's new paint job on his old armor that he got back a few episodes.
Yeah, because they gotta sell a second figure to you.
Of course, they got. Go ahead, Boog.
I liked all the little tidbits with the kind of seeing the interior of the of Slave One and how it like looks and works on the inside and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like that part.
I remember having the Lego set when I was a kid of I think the Slave One, the Jango Fett version from Attack of the Clones, and it was the same kind of mechanism inside because the cockpit always like faces the same way forward, but like the chassis or like the body of the ship itself is what rotates to like land and have the thrusters in place. So it was like cool to see that like actually from the inside too, because I remember my Lego being like that. My Legos. I miss that Lego.
I miss Bionicles.
I know,
Let's
right?
go.
We need a gritty reboot of Bionicle.
Now
I'm
you're
like-
Grease.
I'm talking where these Lego bricks bleed.
What are they bleeding? Little bricks, or what are we talking?
Yeah, exactly. Just like Microsoft studs.
The first thing I did with my 3D printer, well, the first thing I wanted to do with my 3D printer was print Tim's for my Bionicles because it's definitely a file out there. It just reads
no.
Tim's for your Bionicle.
Oh no! Hey, Bionicles actually make pretty good skeleton bodies to put some soft goods on. Just saying.
They sure have.
All right. Cool. That's Mr. Mando for you. What'd you think of this, Boog?
This episode, the most recent episode.
Yeah. You're overall, still feeling the show though? Finale next week.
Yeah. Oh, no. Overall, I'm still feeling the show. It's a good show, and it's I think that a lot of us within the collecting community kind of like watch this shit just for like display ideas for the most part, and I'm digging the fact that you can make shit happen without going out and breaking the bank and buying a bunch of new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I'm liking that they're using a lot of older or designs of figures and stuff that most of us already have. Right. If you're a diehard Star Wars dude, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been watching all the episodes with my daughter, so that aspect of it is fun. Just looking forward to seeing it with her on Friday or Saturday whenever we get around to watching it. So yeah, it's been fun. It's refreshing. It's something different from the main Star Wars movies, of course. And yeah,
you're right on.
Cameos.
You're dead on because this is all like just one giant toy commercial for like our community and like our audience, But to your point, they're also they're reusing stuff like you said from other productions. Like this is a great opportunity for them to use like the shore troopers from Rogue One. And have them in this episode paint some of them different color. That's the armor that they're wearing is the Rhino pilot from Rogue One. So that's really smart of them to do that, and obviously it'll be really easy for Hasbro to give us that when the time comes.
Yeah, Poncho, did you already start watching this, or
You already know I didn't.
Heck yeah, Poncho, I'm happy to hear. Oh wait, you didn't?
Yeah,
Wow.
of course.
Come on, man! You gotta get started on season 1 at the very least. Come on, bro.
Christmas break, I will try and do it.
what are you, fucking What do you mean Christmas break? This guy's talking about Christmas break like he has a whole month off of school.
Like you can at least start it,
Yeah, really, it's pretty interesting. I work at a pretty small business, like a family-owned business, and
Family paper or
what's up?
Prince Family Paper?
Prince Family Paper, yeah, of course. But
and how many clients? You said? Wow, man.
Can I take a picture right here next to your client map? Thanks. But like every year, like a lot of our staff, everybody tries to take like the week off Christmas, of course, like everywhere, and then like a lot of people try and take some days off before like the New Year's and stuff like this. And this year, with COVID and everything, and trying to like cut costs and stuff, The owner was like, you guys don't want to work so bad. Fuck it. We're just closed from Christmas Eve till like the 7th or some shit. Like, just don't even bother coming in. So,
Man, that's incredible.
so I got a pretty long break coming up, to be quite honest.
You really do have a Christmas break.
Yeah, I truly do.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty excited.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that would be the time for sure.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So Christmas break, I will try.
Yeah. All right. Any more
You
thoughts?
got a lot of actually. You know?
I do. I have a lot of stuff to watch for sure.
Yeah, you never watched The Boys? You see, he hasn't started this. Come on, man. At least do this one. Come on, man.
We'll see. We'll see how much Christmas money I get,
Come on.
so I can afford all the
This
toys
is-
I'll want.
This is your second job. You got to watch it so we can talk about it.
That's true. That's true.
Any more thoughts on this, or this would be a good segue into a lot of the other Star Wars announcements,
Let's do it.
which I can so kindly pull up.
What a segue.
Make our way
I
into it.
don't even keep talking. Rick, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. All right, this is gonna hit you really hard when you hear it.
Rick, your thoughts. Go.
This is something you guys need to know.
Yeah, this is something you guys really need to know immediately. This is a Boba Fett picture we have up here,
Yeah, it is.
and he's clean. And the reason is because they want to sell you a second toy. So get ready to buy 2 different versions. Actually, 3.
It's okay.
One with him in robes. One with him in the thrashed armor. One with him in this new what's that auto shop in Grand Theft Auto?
Oh,
Spray and pray.
spray and
Wait,
pray.
Yeah,
No.
this is the spray and whatever. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm looking for the big graphic.
Yo, how about that ending with Moff Gideon, huh? That's fantastic.
Yeah, man, that guy just continues to be just a thorn in our side, doesn't he?
Yeah, did you see the interview with it was like a written interview, I guess he had with somebody, and he was saying he watches the show with his family and with his daughter specifically.
Yeah,
They
I
like-
saw that.
He hates that he's like so mean to Baby Yoda, and he says he's so jealous that he cheers on his character when he gets his ass. Oh my god, look at that split.
I found a better image. Here we go. All right. So here is all the Lucasfilm announcements that have come out of. I might as well just
Oh,
go to their
God.
Twitter. Your Twitter has all the announcements too.
I keep
So,
saying, I keep thinking that Bad Batch says bad bitch.
Me too.
Nicki Minaj will be doing the soundtrack. Yes, going to happen. So basically, this past week, was this yesterday? Like, this was just so random.
Thursday.
Like Thursday, right?
Thursday, yeah.
There was like a big like investor conference call basically for like Disney, and they get to talk to all the people who they've promised to make money for, and announce all of the stuff that will be coming out that will be making them money in the future. And among that, obviously some stuff that we kind of knew, another season of Mandalorian, that goes without saying.
I'm shocked.
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a pretty strong first season, but it's been on a downward spiral on this one, so I didn't think it was going to get picked up again.
I mean, it's kind of shocked to us. I mean,
Yeah, I'm going to try to pull up all the... it was called the Walt Disney Company Investor Day.
Who was on the intro this week? We didn't shout out the actual artists last time.
Oh, it was just our shit on the intro this week.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was just
I thought-
because it was pretty fast turnaround. But I'll take who was last week, and then I'll put it in the description for sure.
Okay.
All right, so of course, Mandalorian, and something that people speculated, and ever since the Ahsoka episode, and of course it's been officially confirmed, but there is a new Ahsoka original series coming with Rosario Dawson.
I mean,
set in the timeline of Mandalorian, so direct spin-off basically.
yeah. When we saw that episode, I think all of us were just like, "Yeah, that was Ahsoka the pilot."
right, for sure. And
Basically.
along with that, another original series set in the timeline of the Mandalorian is Rangers of the New Republic, which I think is going to have something to do with like the guys who keep trying to like recruit Cara Dune, you know, who gave her the badge.
I thought they said that she's the star of it.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's going to be well, if it's on the timeline of Mandalorian, then yeah, it must be concurrent or like after Mandalorian, like, you know, she splits off into her own spin-off.
What are her and Greef Karga doing the whole time?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's not going to go sit well with some people because Gina Carano does not have the reputation to be leading her own series. I think.
Yeah, she's crashing and burning right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was one of those things where I kind of thought, like, man, maybe they're gonna kill her off. Jesus.
Jeez, I know. Yeah, that's tough. All right, so this is not just Star Wars, by the way. This is Lucasfilm in general. So there's going to be a couple things that we talk about that are not necessarily Star Wars, but you know, within that family. So the other thing is it's another series on Disney Plus, Andor, which has its own little sizzle reel that I can kind of like scrub through here with no audio. Excuse me.
No audio.
Cut it.
So everybody's favorite charmish rogue from Rogue One. Oh my! Everyone's charming Rogue One. There we go. Cassian Andor, who of course died in that film. Everybody did, but keep that spoiler warning up, Pancho.
Spoilers
for a movie.
Spoilers.
For the best Star Wars movie that's like 3 years old at this point. So Cassian Andor is getting his own series, and they released a whole little like sizzle reel, just talking about all the stuff that's going into it and all the costume design, and they're treating this just like a film. Everybody, you would expect no less. They get to reuse some costumes and some, you know, set pieces, I'm sure, from Rogue One. But, you know, this is basically just a little reel to tell you that they're practicing, they're building all their equipment and their stages and their sets and getting their costumes. And this is coming. It's a real thing.
Well, she's a coming.
Yep. Star Wars Andor.
And all of this stuff is going to be streaming on Disney, basically?
The Disney Plus, that's right.
Man, they're really shitting on Netflix, man. I'm sorry.
I think we came hot on the heels of you know, it might have been an unprovoked Thursday, but I think that was after the Warner Brothers announcement that I think happened on Monday, which was actually maybe even before that, because they announced that Wonder Woman was going to be coming out in theaters and on HBO Max at the same time on the same day, and then that was followed up with like, all right, Warner Brothers is just going to be releasing all of their movies in 2021, both in theaters and on HBO Max.
That's the move.
So Disney is like, all right, hold our beer. We have over 20 new Star Wars and Marvel projects coming at you, fam. And another one of those officially announced, but long rumored, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This was announced a long time ago. I was there.
That's right. You were there, yeah.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor was right in front of me, and he announced it.
You got to say it, dude. I mean, you got to see it live and see him say it, right?
He was literally there for 10 seconds, and then he ran off stage.
That's how it is. That's all. That's what you waited 10 hours for.
You guys got my check, right? All right, see ya.
All right. But the big news coming out of it, joining Ewan McGregor, is Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader.
Nice.
That is unbelievable.
Yep, 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Hell yeah. Are they going to bail that guy, the child actor, out of South Carolina jail?
Nope.
And get him to... He got pulled over in Charleston. He got pulled over in Charleston. It was so funny.
Yeah, he's staying put, bro.
Were you listening to the police radio? What was going on?
Yeah, everybody was saying now this is speed racing, for sure.
Now this is speed racing.
Oh, crazy how life imitates art.
That's it.
Right. So that's that. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi. No footage, no sizzle reel, just a title card and an announcement of Hayden Christensen.
Dang, you would think this is a video game awards show with just showing
honestly,
the fucking
right?
title.
It's crazy.
This wasn't even for the fans. This is literally for like their investors.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we got all this stuff coming. We're positive it's gonna make us money, and therefore you.
Yeah.
So next up is it's a spin-off basically of Rebels and Clone Wars. It's Bad Batch, which we got some figures announced of not long ago, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had the two figures that were shown for Star Wars Black Series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that guy. Around.
Yeah. It's these super cool clone troopers, but they're not clones actually. They're different dudes.
Whoa.
And they look cool, and they all have a specialized, like, you got a sniper. They're like a Fortnite team, you know what I mean? You got a medic,
Squad
and you
up.
got a sniper, and you got a stealther, and all kinds of stuff. So that's cool. It's another animated series coming, and then a series of animated short films, not to be confused with an animated series, of course, is Star Wars Visions, which is supposed to be made by the world's best Japanese anime creators.
Hell yeah. Those.
Really?
What if Star had an anime opening video is about to pop off once this thing comes on?
Yeah. Should have been pulling this up.
This is basically just the Animatrix, which was also incredible.
The Animatrix was so sick, dude. I love
very
Animatrix.
good and extremely slept on.
For sure. Yeah.
Do
That's
not
another
play anything
universe
that they have.
Go ahead, Boog.
I was saying, do not play anything if you have footage of any of this shit. Do not play it.
No. The only thing that has there's no footage of anything new. It's all sizzle reels or title cards. So this is just a picture of that.
Isn't Bad Batch just everything from Rebels?
I think so, yeah. And then there's one title card, I think, at the end, but it's not loading now.
Hey, does Disney have Rebels and whatever the other animated show is streaming on their shit right now?
Oh yeah, all of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, know what they're doing.
So next up, no title card from this point on, except for one thing. But the galaxy's favorite scoundrel, Lando Calrissian, will return in Lando.
Interesting.
Brand new event series for Disney Plus. Early stages of development. We don't know what that means. I'm not sure if these titles are officially made or what. But here's Lando, Star Wars story, I guess.
But what's the timeline for that? Is that supposed to be current times? Are we talking about Billy D. Williams, or are we talking about homeboy?
Childish Gambino or Donald Glover?
I
would imagine it's both.
Yeah, I hope it's a mix of both, because if it's just Billy D. Williams, boy, are we in for a geriatric ride.
Yeah, honestly, that's not gonna be very exciting. I would love it if they did it I love the cross generation story. They should do that should flash back and forth between him young and him old.
That'd be nice.
Maybe just because I watched True Detective, but instead of having to do it with makeup, they can do it with two actors.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah,
right. You got both of these names, and that's the main idea that we're gonna get across in all this. Disney is just all right, Warner Brothers, you doing all that? That's cool. But not only are we doing all of this stuff, but everybody's coming back. They're all back. Hayden's back. Cassian Andor's back. Ahsoka's back. More Mando, more Lando, all that stuff.
Mando,
more Lando.
That's right.
You think we're not diversified enough? How about anime? Boom, Visions.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're not even to the Marvels yet. The Marvels are gonna really blow us away.
Are you guys doing anime yet, WB? I don't think so, right?
I don't know,
Ninja Batman, Rick, don't forget about Ninja Batman.
and Batman Gotham.
I forgot about that shit. Oh my god.
Oh, you mean the absolute failure? Of course.
It's successful enough to get a series, my friend.
Not a series?
Yeah, that's what they said last week. I could be wrong. That's what I heard last week.
I'll let you have this one, Poncho. So that's Lando. He's coming back.
Don't let me have anything.
Everybody's favorite scoundrel. So next up, we got a new Star Wars series coming to Disney Plus with The Acolyte. It's a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. So this is going to be sword and sorcery Star Wars, I think.
Hell yeah.
This is going to be about Star Wars Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this might actually be cool.
Shout out to Brian. Hard pass. We know exactly where this is going. I love it. First reply.
Ain't this just like the MCU kind of kicking off, except with Mandalorian kind of being the catalyst?
Yeah.
But you know, the similarity being that they're both by Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau made like such a good Star Wars TV show that they're just like, all right, more of this. Let's get everybody on board.
Yeah.
Where did you hear that announced, Poncho? I'm not
I
seeing
don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. The Acolyte. I guess we'll see. Acolyte is a Sith show, apparently, according to AJ Maldonado. Thank you, AJ.
Really?
Thank you, Mr. Maldonado.
That'd be cool. I'd be into that.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd be into the bad guys, sure.
Yeah, man. Let's
Yeah,
get the bad shit going on. Come on, man. You already got the bad bat. Let's get a bad bitch. That's
Directed
it.
by, I guess the showrunner is Leslie Headland, who I do not know, so we'll see
Big
about
shout
that.
out to- Yeah.
Shout out to Leslie.
Leslie, I don't know. Up next, we've also got Lucasfilm Animation is teaming up with Lucasfilm's visual effects team, Industrial Light and Magic, to develop a special Star Wars adventure film for Disney Plus, a droid story. The epic journey will introduce us to a new hero guided by R2-D2 and C-3PO. So, Star Wars a droid story. It's coming.
Hell yeah.
You guys like droids? Roger. Come on.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a kids thing. I would imagine this is going to be like a, if it's Industrial Light and Magic, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of CG effects, but I'm sure they might do, a lot of like puppet effects, like a lot of the creature stuff that you see in Mandalorian, but just more on like a kids level. Hopefully a little better than, what was the one from like the early 90s or something where it was like the Ewoks or something?
What a great show. I love that show.
Yeah, Caravan of Courage. Caravan of Courage.
Talking Care Bears or?
You're right, those guys. I would imagine it's going to be something along those lines, but hopefully a little more well thought out. Hopefully all of this stuff is really well thought out, because we don't just want like more Star Wars. We want more like good Star Wars, like Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And finally, the last like big Star Wars announcement, but not the final Lucasfilm announcement, is Patty Jenkins, who you might know from the Wonder Woman films, is on board to tell the story she's always wanted to tell about fighter pilots and the work that goes into them, being fighter pilots. And the best vehicle, so to speak, to tell that story is
a video game, and it's called Rogue Squadron. It's called
Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Two brothers.
And this is a video game?
No. I'm just making fun because a video game just came out
Yeah.
about being a fighter.
There's a video game called Rogue Squadron for like what, N64?
I was thinking of Squadrons that just came out for like PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah. And
the greatest fighter pilot video game on N64. You already know, Star Fox, baby.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Well, I think Star Fox crawled so that Star Wars Rogue Squadron could come. Because this might actually be. I mean, I don't know about story. I don't remember anything about that game other than just the. I think that was the one with the really, really good Death Star level, right? Poncho, am I wrong?
Could be. Depends on your skill.
It had like one of the best like Death Star run levels that
Yes.
has been committed to video games.
The one on GameCube was good too. I like the one on GameCube also. We're getting off topic.
Of course, yeah. So Patty Jenkins, she tells compelling stories. She's told the story of Wonder Woman, and another one is coming soon. And now she's ready to dive us into the Star Wars universe with Rogue Squadron. That's coming. Cool, right? Huh?
Sounds good.
We're looking for approval on this one, boys. It's gonna be good, right? Cool. So
We'll see.
Lucasfilm had a couple of other things that they announced beyond just Star Wars, and one of them, which I think is kind of fun, Willow.
Hell yeah.
What? Who asked for this?
Wait, so you know Willow, Boog?
I remember Willow back in the day, the movie.
Yeah, with Val Kilmer. I hope they get him back too.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. I mean, this is this is cool just because I feel like same with like the droid stuff. Like they're probably gonna do a lot of like the Jim Henson effect and all that stuff like they did back in the day as well. You know, it'll be a lot of like practical puppetry and things of that nature. So that's cool. Warwick Davis is coming back. It's good that they give him, you know, a nice featured role in this as well, because he is, you know, just one of those low key character actors that everybody knows but doesn't remember. You know,
Come on, Willow.
cool stuff. Everybody loves Willow. Again, Val Kilmer. They better come back. And then, super exciting from in pre-production from the Helmer of Ford versus Ferrari and Logan and The Wolverine and other good films. James Mangold coming back, and he's doing Indiana Jones. Harrison
Part
Ford
5.
returning. Yep.
Party of 5?
Cartwright?
Yeah.
Is somebody going to be rolling Harrison Ford around in a fucking wheelchair or what?
Yeah, Harrison Ford. The only thing that we know for sure about this film is that Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, will die.
Jesus Christ.
It's the only way they get him to come back.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
That's why you come back for anything
Yeah.
to be killed.
Yeah. No, that's the only way to come back for new Star Wars. It's, you know, cool. It's coming. We want more, you know, of the stuff that made us happy when we were young, but now we're old, so it doesn't. But it's coming.
You know what's funny? I literally just watched Indiana Jones and the Ark. What is it? Raiders of the Lost Ark the other day. I showed it to my daughter like 3 days ago.
Nice.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
It's all right. It's not,
Fair enough.
it's not,
That's fair.
it's not anime, you know, but you know, she'll
Hell
take
yeah.
He said, "There's not an angry Bakugo in this. I'm not interested."
it, basically.
Also fair. All right, so that is Lucasfilm, but that's not the end of Disney. No. We're just getting started.
This is just the tip of the big the iceberg.
What everybody
You good?
really wants to talk about is the MCU announcements. That, of course, stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Here we go.
We got a new trailer for WandaVision, which is coming on January 15th.
Don't show it!
I'm just scrubbing through it with no audio. You know, we're just, oh, God, and it's audio.
And it's little too, so I think it'll be okay.
We're just pausing here, and, you know.
I like the tone of this trailer because like it's really digging into like how it's gonna be. All the other trailers have been like very like fun and tongue in cheek and stuff, but this one like I really love like how they really show that like her reality is breaking in this one. It's really cool.
Yeah. We get a little more sense of the plot and, you know, the conflict.
The bitch is cuckoo.
That's right. I mean, she is Scarlet Witch, you know, duplicitous. Here's we got Monica Rambeau here, which you know, we speculated from the trailers, but now obviously the subtitles on the official video from Marvel Studios is revealing it. So
Like she's about to say some like shit that will make black people like facepalm or something. You know?
what's that? Yeah. She's saying what's up. I mean, that's
Like it.
it's tenuous at best.
With this.
What's up, girl?
I'm gonna get out of this place.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sell us or what?
But I think her look is like out of the, you know, the original like comics where she had the afro when she's like flying around in space.
Yeah. I'm with
Very
that.
nice.
I'm with that.
Yeah, right. What's her
Not
name?
accidentally frying
the
chicken or some
right?
shit over there.
Are they asking if this is some sort of Suicide Squad or?
It's the only way I'll accept it.
Y'all frying chicken over here?
Going through the eras of different sitcoms and stuff's happening. Oh, the Vision's flying. Oh, they're holding hands. Real cute. New trailer. Go watch it. We're not going to play it all of it. That's only the beginning. All right. So we got that. It's coming January 15th. It is slightly over a month away, and it is like the first piece of new Marvel media we'll have had. Like, we haven't had any this year, actually. So,
You know what? I saw that Wanda and that MCU Vision and Scarlet Witch 2-pack on a fucking store shelf like a few days ago too.
Should've
Wasn't
got
that one going for a lot of money at one point? Yeah, I felt like I should have picked it up.
That
Yeah.
movie was.
because that the re-release of that Vision, is the translucent version. So the solid one is tough to find.
It was just randomly in GameStop in my neighborhood.
Yeah, you should have gotten that.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the new poster. Cool. We got some like hints at their costumes and stuff. Looks like Scarlet Witch has a new costume here. You guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of looks like his actually.
You know what? I think they're trying to go for be a sort of classic sort of look with that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the gloves certainly, but she'll have different costumes in the different eras as well. It looks like because there's one, Halloween costume. I guess she's wearing.
Oh, if you go back to the trailer, somebody posted a reply with the concept art that looks like what it's from.
Okay, let me see. With the trailer,
or the thing you were just on, with the TVs and stuff.
The thing before with the thing.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the first reply. That was the concept art. Interesting.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. That looks like kind of looks like remember in Ultimate Marvel how she just had like the kind of the crop top.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks like a little bit of that, but obviously not with the crop top.
Crop top, huh?
Yeah, but like the same kind of like motif, like the kind of like chevron design here.
Hey, they used to have talking cars. Remember that?
That's right. They used to make out too. She and Quicksilver.
Hey, man. Then they stole. Cars stole it.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. Anyway, that's WandaVision. It's coming soon. A little over a month away. Y'all better have Disney Plus already, because that's where all of the latest content of next year will be hitting. Just bow to our overlords. Give them your money. Next up, following up on WandaVision, actually, is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in March. It's going to be Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Benedict Wong, Rachel McAdams is announced as coming back. Chiwetel Ejiofor is coming back as Baron Mordo. I don't know how to pronounce this, and I won't attempt it, but America Chavez is in this movie, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. So they're for sure building up their Young Avengers, but
which name can't you pronounce? The X? That's Xochitl. That's a very classic Mexican name. It's Xochitl.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. I've never heard it pronounced. I've only ever read it.
I mean, you're not Mexican. That's okay.
I know. Sorry about that.
You're a different country. You're good.
I'm gonna look her up. I want to see who that is.
Yeah, America Chavez is going to be in this, so that's cool. And just put a little check mark under Young Avengers, because we're going to keep making that point throughout a lot of these announcements. It's going to be Sam Raimi, and it's going to tie to WandaVision and the next Spider-Man film.
And America Chavez is literally like a little girl. What the hell?
Yeah, she's a kid, bro.
Bro, what is happening?
Oh, really?
The extremely young Avengers.
Yeah, look her up.
Yeah, this is
I thought she was.
Young Avengers.
Who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of? That's
Oh, America Chavez is supposed to be older. I don't know why. This girl is like 10.
I mean, she's probably
America Chavez was one of the people that was part of the Ultimates that had Blue Marvel on it and Black Panther and Captain Marvel. Yeah, so in 616 in the regular comic books, yeah, she's like an adult, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, maybe they're casting this little girl young, so she'll grow into the role, obviously, and
by the time they get around to making it, she'll be the correct age or in the same range.
Right.
I don't want another Scarlett Johansson on their hands, huh? A little walk away. Never do a 20-year deal.
So she is coming back for this new Doctor Strange film. I'm sure she'll be some kind of plot device or something. The little girl they got to rescue or something.
I believe that in the comic book, she's like some interdimensional. She came from another dimension or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. I'm sure somebody in the chat will correct us.
She has like a bunch of powers. I don't know. I think she's got like super speed, but like super strength and shit too. And like, I don't know.
Yeah, just, typical superhuman type stuff.
Yeah.
So that is Mr. Doctor Strange 2. Wait, where did the rest of these announcements go? All right. And then we also got a new trailer.
There's people looking up her powers.
Yeah.
Stop the footage.
I mean, and we know that by around that time, we're gonna get the figure to go with it. All this stuff is they've known about this. The Hasbro team, I'm sure, is part of that investor call. That's just by nature of their job. I'm sure that there, there's a little stock bonus. Who knows?
Maybe we'll get a comic-based America Chavez then at some point in one of these Avengers waves next year. It says, formerly known as Miss America, a code name previously held by Madeline Joyce Frank, America Chavez is from a utopian parallel, a realm outside of conventional time and space formed from the unbinding of magic. All right. So they're going to tie her into Doctor Strange. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. That does make sense. There's going to be a lot of that kind of thing, I think, in this next year of Marvel movies and media. We also have a date for Falcon and Winter Soldier, March 19th. So, like, literally days before Multiverse of Madness is in theaters, too. That's cool. We got a new trailer for it as well, which came out pretty good. Cool. Bucky's got short hair now. Falcon's got a new costume, all the kind of stuff you want to see that's going to make you want figures, you know what I mean? We got to look at...
she's I'm still looking at her powers and shit. I'm sorry. Superhuman speed, strength, superhuman durability, interdimensional travel, flight, bioluminescence, bulletproof skin, teleportation. All right, she's everything.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
she's a fucking DC character.
Superhuman, right? We got a cool, like, Independence Day style canyon chase sequence with Falcon. I just hope Falcon says, "Welcome to Earth."
Could you imagine?
Just like ironically, like I hope like Anthony Mackie just had the wherewithal and foresight to like also be like, "Yeah, this is Independence Day," and then just on one take, he just fucked with everybody. It's like, "Welcome to Earth." We also got a trailer for Loki, an official series.
How about Owen Wilson with a head full of gray hair? How old do you feel?
Yeah, we'll get him. Man, I'm trying to bury the lead a little bit, boys. We're getting to Loki. Basically, he stole the Tesseract in Endgame and dipped out to his own spin-off. Here he is landing in a desert like Iron Man. Oh, God. My scrubbing has failed.
I was under the impression, honestly, I didn't watch any of these trailers really, but I watched them over my daughter's shoulder. She watched them, but I was under the impression that the Loki thing, was he like at some point imprisoned or something here in like some magical realm or something?
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So yeah, he dips out to his own spin-off. He gets found in this desert, and somehow he becomes involved with this TVA, which is the Time Variance Authority from
okay.
Recap. So they're like an interdimensional, like bureaucratic organization.
Time travel shield, basically.
Time, yeah, basically.
Time travel shield.
So, and that's cool. I that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this show. It's got a very like Legion and Umbrella Academy kind of vibe to it. You know, like there's gonna be all this weird stuff, but it's all under like suits and ties and bureaucracy and stuff. It's gonna be interesting. We get Owen Wilson here, yes, with the gray hair. And I don't think he's like officially been credited, but he's Mobius M. Mobius in the subtitles here, which is like one of the dudes, who's in charge of this authority figure. And Loki, I think, ends up as a prisoner, but then gets recruited to be an agent because later he's wearing like a uniform for them, and he's just going around different dimensions and different times, and working for them, whatever that entails.
Who else but Loki?
That's right. I think the speculation is that he might be like fighting alternate versions of himself, who are like wreaking havoc throughout history. But it could also be him like ending up in these random time periods and like influencing events throughout history. Because at the end, he's on this plane, right?
He's literally Dan Cooper.
Yeah, Dan Cooper. He's he's jumping out of a plane with the briefcase full of money, and he gets swept away into the Rainbow Bridge, Bifrost, yeah, and
the Bifrost, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
I think
It's cool. You know, here's destroyed New York. You know, he's like going to all places.
I think it'd be
Well,
cool
you know, the
to-
whole like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, P.
Yeah, I just think it'd be
I was saying
cool
that-
if he. Sorry. I was thinking it'd be cool if he was like you said, Fabio, fighting like alternate versions of himself, because that would open up the door for him to eventually link up with the version of himself in Endgame, and then sort of bring that version of his character back. Like, I know a lot. It's cool getting more Loki for sure, but like I really enjoy the Endgame version of Loki just because of all his character development that happened in like Ragnarok and shit like that, and or like just the character development that happened for Loki between the first Avengers and when he died in Endgame. Sorry, spoilers.
What?
Spoilers, he dies in Endgame. But I think it'd be cool to bring that character back, because as much as I like getting more Loki, it's such a like a sour taste that like all that character development is like gone.
Right, yeah, because this is the Loki from Avengers 1 that's still like...
He's still
They kind of retconned it because he's not really evil. He was just influenced by the Mind Stone. And
yeah, okay. You see that.
So, like, he's not, like, super evil, but yeah, he still hasn't developed the way that, you know, he had by the time he actually died in Endgame.
Yeah, because by then he had been, like, pretending to be fucking Odin for, like, a long-ass time. There's a lot of shit that happened to him that was good development. Sorry, what were you saying, Boog? My bad.
I was just saying that all of this like reality warping and time travel and all of this shit is going to probably tie into the, I guess, one of the overarching villains being Kang. Well, who's supposed to be the antagonist for the Ant-Man movie.
Right.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm really intrigued and interested to see where they take this. Like, who's going to be the ultimate like interdimensional threat that'll come and say, all right, you guys been fucking around too long, like even over Kang. You know?
Yeah, see, I thought this might have been Kang right here, but from what I've seen in other stuff, it's there's like these judges. There's like Judge Peace, Judge something, and Judge something, and I think that's what these guys are.
Judge
Judge something and Judge something.
Yeah. Yeah, people are making comparisons to Quantum Leap. It's just one of those, like, where will he go to this week kind of shows.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
I honestly would have never guessed when they announced the Loki show. They're like, what is he going to wear the whole time? Like, a trench coat. I never would have... a trench coat. That's it.
I like this right here. This looks cool.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Ronald Reagan and then the Riddler and then his tiara.
Yep. I mean, this is straight out of the comics right here.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't take my joke as being serious. It's nice.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with Mr. Loki, you know. He's burdened with glorious purpose, as always. And then we also got to look at Marvel What If.
What if?
Oh.
What If? Which
What?
It's a series of animated shorts which ask the question, what if different things in the MCU happened than what you remember the first time? What if...
Which is a nice callback to the old comic book series from back in the, like, 70s or some shit, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we get what if Peggy Carter was the super soldier and she became Captain Britain? Or like Captain Brittany, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
God, okay. And what's cool about that too is we get what if the Guardians of the Galaxy, what if Star-Lord was Black Panther instead? You know, what if T'Challa got picked up by Yondu and became the Star-Lord, but he's like the Star King T'Challa, Star King, yeah.
You should be writing at Marvel.
Man. I mean, if they
What are you doing?
want all their stuff to be fun, yeah. Here, I thought this was cool too. I think Howard Stark is going to become Iron Man in this as well.
No, it's Steve Rogers becomes Iron Man. He's in the suit.
Oh, yeah.
It's sick.
Cool.
It's like
Really?
pretty cool. Yeah. They have a shot of like little skinny Steve in there, and he's like, "What's up? I'm in here."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of becoming the super soldier, he becomes the Iron Man. That's cool. I like that.
It was really
And
funny.
he's like straight Iron Giant looking too.
It was funny.
Yeah.
David Walton messaged me last week before this was all done, and he was like, "Did you see the What If trailer?" And then I go to look it up, and it's literally just like a little tease of a poster that says "What If." I was like, "That's it?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, I thought you were talking about the trailer where we see Skinny Steve and we see her on top of the Iron Man." And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, fuck." I was like, 23. Shit. I was like, I don't, I gotta get out of here.
That's what happens when you only read the headlines.
That's it. What you gotta do?
Wow.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, the animation there looks interesting. I like.
Oh, it
the
looks
animation.
great, and they have
I really like it.
They have Jeffrey Wright doing the Watcher, who's Commissioner Gordon in the new Batman film, and he was on Westworld, and
Nice.
great dude.
See, man,
great.
they lining shit up. They telling you all of the figures that we about to get right now. Mcu Chavez, we're going to watch here.
For sure.
He's 9 years old.
Look how yoked he looks right now.
That's a Betty DT right there, bro.
What does he collect? Some fucking weights? The fuck?
Oh, we're getting zombies too. We're getting a zombie cap. Oh my! Look,
get your Toy Biz zombie figures right now before that shit hits.
Yeah.
Marvel Select.
And the Marvel Select, yeah. And
That's
then
true.
what if Doctor Strange can't even trust
Die.
himself?
Basically.
This is Doctor Strange doing the Kermit in the Dark Hood meme.
Whoa, look at that impact frame. Holy fuck. Rick, I know you saw that. That was nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool, right? Let me see that what impact frame? Where?
It's after this. It's when it's coming up. When he hits right here. A little bit more. Whatever. There it is. Woo! Woo! That's nice. That's a really nice impact frame.
This is like 3D anime or something.
Yeah, it's like just like one of my Japanese animes.
Yeah.
The influence is real.
Disney's
dude.
got the big bucks.
Absolutely.
They got the big bucks. They could do whatever, man.
Dude, Rabbit Hammer says that the
Disney-
collector collects protein powder.
Yeah, basically.
Bro, he just collects like dumbbells. Like he never lifts up the same dumbbell again. He just like keeps getting new dumbbells
every time.
He's just carrying them to his
When he
collection.
buys the even when he buys the protein powder, he's like lifting the protein powder and shit.
All right, so moving on. Production has just wrapped for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at this beautiful, diverse cast. I didn't know this, but Ronnie Chang is in this.
Interesting.
Who's that?
He was I don't know if he still is because I don't watch it anymore, but he was a contributor on like the Daily Show. So he was like one of like the like the not anchors, the like reporters that would just be on it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a stand-up comedian.
He's the guy that does all that angry
He's the
stand.
comic relief.
Yeah, he's a lot of like man on the street,
He's the
man on the
comic-
street type of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely comic relief.
Okay.
Moving on,
cast.
another big announcement: Ms. Marvel.
Hell yeah.
Animated too.
Nope, this is a live-action series from Disney Plus. It's coming.
Really?
Yep. She is the biggest, most influential new Marvel character since Miles Morales, but still a big deal. Another check into the column of more Young Avengers team building.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. So we got.
See the vision, Marvel.
Let me see if I can find. There's a good
I
shot.
love the diversity in these casts too.
Yeah, for sure, and the
Awesome.
creators as well.
All of those Asian people, all of these brown people here. This is
A beautiful
awesome.
sight.
I love it.
Just a typical, second generation, Muslim immigrant girl in America, and she idolizes superheroes, namely Captain Marvel, and
They showed
Big
a lot of footage of. They showed a lot of footage of that show.
yeah, they did.
It was really
Just kinda-
powerful when they were bringing up like the Pakistani heritage and stuff like that. It was actually
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really dope.
They show some footage of her getting the casting announcement and some of the other creators and cast on it. Pretty cool. I like this shot of her like on the bed, and she's looking over at her cap poster. There's only one cap to her.
One Captain Buckaroo.
Yeah, that's cool.
His name is Kangaroo.
I'm sure people from the similar upbringing are the best suited to tell these stories, so it makes sense.
Hell yeah.
And then that's going to tie into as well into Captain Marvel 2, which has also been announced. Joining the cast is Ms. Marvel herself, Iman Vellani, and then Monica Rambeau, which will be played by WandaVision's Tiana Paris. So the Monica Rambeau we saw in the WandaVision trailer will be back for Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, I'm with it. Come on, do the right thing. That's what they should have been doing with the damn Netflix characters, is bringing them over into the damn MCU.
This is finally going to be the moment.
Again, I'm trying to bury the lead, you guys. We got a particular order we're trying to stick to engage the audience.
All right.
So we will get to that. Trust me. In fact, we can get to it right now because this is another rumored tie-in. She-Hulk is arriving into the MCU. Tatiana Maslany will be Jennifer Walters / She-Hulk, and Tim Roth is returning as the Abomination.
Excellent.
Yep, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And Hulk himself, Ruffalo, will also be back. And the reason I say this might tie into other stuff is because Jennifer Walters is a lawyer, right? And so they're saying that if they're going to tie some of the Netflix characters back in, such as Daredevil, who, unbeknownst to a lot of people, is actually a lawyer by daylight, he might tie into She-Hulk here. And even if he's just Matt Murdock, and he just shows up at the end of the season to be like, "Yep, yeah, he's back." Perfect. That's all we need. So that can then...
Yeah, maybe she'll be defending the Punisher in court or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, Blue Marvel would be a good tie-in for Captain Marvel 2, by the way. Somebody was just talking about that. Cerrone Games Go in the chat.
Sure.
Why not? Moon Knight, we already knew it was coming, but it's double confirmed now. Original series. Like Vigilante, no other announcements.
I wonder how dark that's going to be. That could potentially be a little more violent and darker than the Punisher series.
Psychologically, I think it will be. I don't know about brutally. I don't know if it'll be more visceral.
Moon Knight is a pretty vicious, crazy dude that takes a lot of beatings and hands out quite a few as well. So he's like, he's Marvel's Batman basically, but tougher, and he kills.
And with multiple personality disorder.
Yeah, crazy.
So, all right, so that's Moon Knight. Not a lot to say there, but it's coming. And then here's another fun announcement: Sam Jackson as Nick Fury is back, with Ben Mendelsohn from Captain Marvel returning as the Skrull Talos in Secret Invasion, coming to Disney Plus original series.
Sam Jackson is like 74 years old or some shit.
Let the man rest, right? He stays working, dude. He stays so busy.
Crazy.
But it's coming. I guess this was the tease we saw at the end of Far From Home. He's off in space with the Skrulls, and they're being secret invaded. So we'll see.
This commentary is fucking epic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm breaking this down about as well as anyone else could, just off of reading what we got here. Another exciting Young Avengers possible tie-in: Ironheart. Dominique Thorne is genius inventor Riri Williams.
They really laying it out here, huh? They really are trying to. That's what this Young Avengers movie. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, it'll be the next type of Netflix, streaming crossover event. So she's going to create the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man.
Hell yeah!
I'm so
ready for that one. People are saying that that might be the thing that brings RDJ back. Probably is just an AI for her suit. Would be pretty tight. Nice,
yeah, that'd be cool.
A very what do you call it? It's worth it for him to come back for this. I think would be really cool.
It's an effortless job for him because he can just do it from home, right?
Of course, yeah.
They probably, they still gonna have to pay him a lot, but definitely not as much as having him show up to work every day.
You never know; he might just fucking ask.
Might be a big ask. They could just get whoever did it on Avengers: Earth Mightiest Heroes.
Oh no! Goodbye. I thought.
During that era where like all Iron Man animation had to have an RDJ impersonator.
Yeah, basically.
Oh God.
Armor Wars looks really cool too.
But here's another Iron Man tie-in. Don Cheadle's coming back as War Machine in Armor Wars.
Hell yeah. I was talking to some of the guys in the Discord and I was saying that like in this, if they do not like recreate the story that he tells at the Ultron party, like I don't even want to watch this fucking show.
Yeah.
Like I think in a perfect world, this series would open up with him just recreate like just the events from that story would be so fun.
Yeah,
and it'd be a great
like
callback.
that. This might be. I wonder if this will be like, you know, what is the timeline here? Is this going to be post Endgame? You know, is he kind of taking over like, you know, armored suit peacekeeping duties, a la, you know, Iron Man taking down insurgents in the first one? And I think this will be the show where it'll be like a villain of the week ish kind of thing, where you'll get, you know, I saw a graphic somebody put up that's like, you know, from the Armor Wars comic, and it has, you know, everyone from Stiltman to you know, the Crimson Dynamo and what's the green one called, Titanium Man, like all those dudes.
Yeah.
So this will be the show where we get all of them.
Well, they're also saying,
you know what? It could be. I was gonna say it could be a bunch of like inventors and engineers and shit trying to fill the void now that Tony is gone and kind of vying for their spot with government contracts and like, you know, yeah, that could be pretty cool. Some of them could be villains, some of them could actually be working with the
They could
government.
also bring back I was gonna say they could also bring back Obadiah Stane, who completely exploded.
I'd get him back as an AI for sure.
What was you gonna say, P?
in the synopsis there, it says a classic Marvel story about Tony Stark's worst fear coming true. What happens when his tech falls into the wrong hands? So it could be a situation where like just a bunch of, because like he went through like 30 marks of armor before the end of Endgame. Like what happens if somebody just like, you know, slithers in, just fucking takes them all.
Honestly, it would make a lot of sense. Yeah, it would make a lot of sense if like a lot of those really weird like Iron Man costumes from like Iron Man 3, Iron Man suits, like the one, you know, the red snapper and the Igor and like all that crazy stuff. Like those suits specifically end up in the wrong hands, and that's why you have all these like differently themed villains now. Like, you know, you got your Titanium Man and your Crimson Dynamo are like obviously different silhouettes. You know.
Go ahead, Boog.
Well, supposedly he had destroyed a bunch of those suits, but either way, I could see it. I could definitely see this being pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see.
It could be a good way to like bring the Iron Man, you know, technology back down to the suit level instead of like nanites and like all kinds of crazy stuff. Like literally, we need to take it back to just dudes in really powerful suits, and like, you know, some of them have these specialties, you know.
Yeah, because even though the nanites were like really cool, and it's just like it, but it was such a far like quantum leap above everything that we had been familiar with for the last like 20 movies. It was honestly hard to care about the nanite armor. So like you said, it'd be cool to bring it back to that ground level. And like you said, Boog, a lot of that stuff was destroyed, but like maybe like people could, like they did with like the first suit, like people like were scrapping and like picking up like pieces of the armor and shit and like reverse engineering it and whatever. So
right in the same way that like the Chitauri tech gets reused and sold, you know. And then this would be a good, I hope at least, that Justin Hammer comes back for this as well.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Come on.
It has not been confirmed.
He that villain is like one of the most charismatic villains in the entire fucking roster.
Know, right? I love how he's just like dancing in his introduction.
Yeah, so good.
And that's just the dude like doing it. It's so funny. Yeah, I hope that comes true, because I mean, you know, he was doing a white collar crime anyway. How long is he going to be in jail for?
You never know. Cerrone Games Go says cool way to introduce Nimrod versus Jarvis. Interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Here's another fun announcement, everybody. James Gunn coming back for the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Hell yeah. You think James is like, every time some of this stuff gets announced, he's like, man, can you believe that 2 years ago you guys fucking hated me?
Right. No, he's just sitting back eating whatever he's eating, just like, yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. I'm making a special now.
Now the fact that I was an edgelord isn't that big of a deal.
2 years ago, you were kicking me off. Now you're begging me to put these dudes in Santa hats.
Yeah, suddenly now that they're in Santa costumes, now I'm the greatest fucking guy alive.
Batista said he's not putting on the white beard unless I'm in.
10 years ago, I was only the writer and producer on Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. Now look at me.
Now look at me now. Exactly.
You chose books, I chose looks. Come on. What's going on?
While you were firing me from Disney projects for questionable tweets, I was studying the blade.
Stupid. I'm interested to see what this is going to be. Like, I could definitely see this being like a very, like, obviously, like, tongue-in-cheek, maybe even like some, like, fourth wall breaks or some shit like that. Who knows?
This better be just like the actors in like 75% complete costumes in front of a green screen.
Could you
It's
imagine?
gonna be, I mean, if it's, I think this might have like it'll look cheap, you know what I mean? But it'll be like
It's-
trauma type where it's tongue in cheek. It's
part
meant
of the
to
charm.
look like a Tim and Eric, you know, absurdist type of thing. I would hope.
This is like a Star-Lord teaches them what Christmas is, and then they turn Groot into a tree. and
Oh
then-
my god. Yeah,
Right,
man.
That
Yeah,
would,
somebody-
it'll be silly.
Well, let's keep that in our back pocket because I
Yeah,
promise
and
you
this
that's
is
happening.
after. This is like a special. This is going to be like a one-time during the holidays kind of thing. But this isn't to take away from him still doing Volume 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I could just
I would
imagine.
I could imagine this being filmed on, included into the production of Volume 3.
Oh
Because
yeah.
You got all the costumes, you got everything ready. You set aside a week or whatever it takes in the production
Absolutely.
to just shoot this.
It lines
I
up
could-
too, for sure.
I could see Batista making the argument that he should be the tree because he's green and he can stand very still.
Right?
But then how would you know where to put the ornaments? He's practically invisible.
You hang them on his sensitive nipples.
Jesus Christ.
And then, speaking of Groot, I Am Groot, an original series from Marvel Studios. And of course, the title means it's something else entirely, but this is just what it's translated to in our
Yeah. What a deep cut.
the title. It could be anything, frankly.
The title makes it look like it's an animated series.
Yeah, it's a series of shorts.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm sure it'll be CGI or live action. Again, probably I wouldn't be surprised again if there's some live action stuff. They'll just shoot like a bunch of B-roll during, or off takes or something during the production of 3, and you throw a little Roger Rabbit it, throw a little animated Groot on top of it.
Now you're really talking.
Russell in the chat says Disney Store exclusive Groot tree coming soon.
Nailing it.
Absolutely.
That'll be
Stuff is
targeting
Prince
season,
money.
really. That's where the rest of like the Star Wars Black Series holiday exclusives are. All right, and here's another fun announcement.
Oh yeah, this was speculated for a while.
Award-winning actor and body transformation specialist Christian Bale.
He will actually transform himself into a god killer.
That's right.
Registered American Psycho himself.
And maybe you want to bring up some pictures of gore.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I will.
He's a gory-looking son of a gun, man.
That's right. Here we go into the Marvel.
Very interesting casting choice, but I like it.
Here he is,
Hell yeah.
doing some god butchering.
Yes, the God Butcher himself.
You just gotta have him like being with Chris Hemsworth on a sound stage and just bickering at him about how unprofessional he is.
Yeah.
Call yourself a god,
Yeah.
unprofessional dick.
Just get some like stagehand to just walk in front of a camera during a take and just roll footage just to get get all his sound bites for just being mean.
That's the beauty of acting, is that never has to happen again. He just has to like mentally recall that moment when he needs to like be angry like that in a scene. The director's gonna come up to who's the director on this? Taika Waititi. He's gonna be like, "Listen, mate, I need you to in this next take." I think he's Kiwi or Australian, right?
Definitely not what he sounds
Just
like.
remember back. Remember when you did that movie? I think it was Terminator. I need you to think back to when you were doing Terminator, and I need you to be as angry as you were then. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, that's some
I'm
real,
sure
It's a crocodile.
Russell,
What
Mr.
what did,
gonna kill me.
what did this guy direct last? What is he?
Jojo
known
the
for?
Rabbit.
I know the name.
Yeah, he did Jojo Rabbit.
And
Taika
Ragnarok.
Waititi also did Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And
Oh, he did Ragnarok.
he's like a pretty well-known like Australian comedy director. I think he did a TV show.
Yeah, I
But he
wonder
got-
how funny this one
This
will
could
be.
be, this could be really, really interesting. Or it should be.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this.
I mean, this has a lot going for it already. We got we got Valkyrie, we got Natalie Portman coming back as Jane Foster turned
Mhm.
Thor. Now we got Christian Bale. I think the Guardians of the Galaxy are supposed to cameo in this as well. Chris Hemsworth. What's the other Chris? What's the Star-Lord Chris? God, Chris Pratt. Yeah, Chris Pratt. He posted on Instagram like working out, saying that he's like got to get as big as Hemsworth. So that's confirmed that he's back for that. It's got a lot going for it. Not quite as much as some other stuff we'll talk about in a sec, but it's beefy for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hey, buddy.
That's right. Also, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Bro, they did them dirty. Look how small Ant-Man
I
and
know.
Wasp is, and how
Right?
big Quantumania is. Come on, I
Marvel Studios.
know he's Ant-Man, but come on, man. What the hell?
That's right.
Funny.
They're all back. All your favorites: Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer's. Catherine Newton is joining the cast as Cassie Lang, and Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror.
Hell yeah.
Confirmed.
Oh, yeah, I'm with it.
Disney is just fucking saying everything. Remember when they would have casted people and they'd be like, "Who knows?"
Right?
Now they're
Right?
just like, "Yep, King."
You all called me crazy on this podcast because I'm like, I don't know. He's a descendant of Reed Richards, and if he's a descendant of Reed Richards, and it's Jonathan Majors, then Reed Richards has to be a black actor too. And you guys were like, no.
And look at that top comment on that post that makes absolutely no sense.
I know.
It is the most pathetic series with the most irritating character in Marvel history. You guys keep making movies on that subject? Why not Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor? What a basic man.
Thanks, Priyanka.
Yeah. Cool. So that's Quantumania. It's gonna be a lot of little Quantumaniacs running around, brother.
So stupid. So great.
Everyone say your vitamins and eat your prayers because Ant-Man and the Wasp, baby, they're back.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I thought we were all having a good time. Come on.
Hell yeah.
Drunker than me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
This isn't even the White Claw speaking anymore. So that's cool. That's happening. And speaking of the Fantastic Four, we got a little quantum, a little graphic. A little,
Nice.
a little.
Right. That's all we got is a graphic.
Hell
But
yeah.
This is
we've only had a
Mezco announcement.
we've only had rumors of the cast of this, right? We don't know for certain who the Fantastic Four is yet, do we?
No.
Nothing.
Not even rumors. It's all just fan casting.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was interesting seeing Jesse Falcon say who he wanted for Thing because I was like, "Damn, this guy's a lot of power at Marvel."
Hmm.
And
What
real
did he
quick, in the
What did he
chat,
say?
He wants Seth Rogen.
As the thing?
Yeah, man. Him and Walton were going back and forth, obviously very politely, but it was funny. Like, David, well, who do you want? And then
Yeah.
David put somebody, and I put Dwayne Johnson, and he's like, "That's a good rebuttal."
Okay.
Like, okay, that's good.
All right, I got you. Real quick, I just want to address the chat real quick because yes, Taika Waititi is in fact from New Zealand, and the TV show that he was big on is What We Do in the Shadows, which was remade on FX for an American audience. So he's big on that. That's Flight of the Conchords, I think, was his part of his thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So that's cool. He also did a vampire movie called Into the Shadows. Thank you for that, Russ. Sharps Prime in the chat. As far as Fantastic Four, I think it's interesting that they're going with John Watts as the director because he did, Spider-Man, Homecoming, and Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can give it that same kind of vibe, that fresh take, kind of what's what's the dude who did all the '80s films?
John
John something else. I know, but
John something.
yeah.
Who you guys got for the? Who you guys got for the first villain of the Fantastic Four movie?
Gotta be Doom. Come on.
Yeah, it should be Doom, but that hopefully they do him right, and he's like actually like the
John
ruler
Hughes.
of the country and everything.
On Hughes.
I don't know who else could they do. Like, do they want to do like Mole Man or something like that? I don't think so.
They could do Mole Man, and it could be just like they could really lean heavy into how much Incredibles was based off of Fantastic Four, and they could just play off that, and then they could do Mole. If they introduce Mole Man the same way that Incredibles ended, that would be like really crazy.
That would be yeah, they have to end the first movie just like how Incredibles ended their first movie.
Basically.
Nobody's underneath me.
Like, leaning into the Incredibles thing, I think what I would like to see from this is like a 60s like nuclear family period piece kind of thing. And they're like, kind of like how Ant-Man had those 60s flashbacks. It's like in that era. The whole movie is set in there. And the reason that we've never heard of these people is because they got lost in some dimension. They're explorers, they're scientists. And in doing their exploring and sciencing, they got lost in this pocket dimension for all these years. And then at the end of the movie, they come back into the future, kind of Captain America style, but
You know what's interesting? I thought this as soon as I came out of Ant-Man and Wasp when what's the name of the character? When Janet came out of the quantum realm and she talked to it because she was there for so long it changed her. Like, what if they were doing shit, they get lost in the quantum realm? That's what Quantum Mania is about. They introduce them, they bring them back, and now that they're brought back, they're all fucking... That's how they get their powers.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Shartimus is saying that too. Cool. Kang introduced in Ant-Man 3.
Yeah, and then the main villain
in Fantastic Four, and then as the main villain, he could be like the main conflict could be Reed Richards trying to stop, his descendant from becoming Kang the Conqueror.
Ooh, and you know what would be interesting? You could have that Victor was with them the whole time, and he's grown so fucking annoyed of them. When he finally gets this figure, he's like, fuck these guys!
Right?
He just came back. He was immediately not fucking with them anymore. That's funny.
He's tired of getting cucked out by the nerd guy, so he's for revenge, and he's gonna take his secretary by force.
And you want the promotion, don't you?
Yeah, John Hughes. Thank you, Punker Mike. Is the John that I was thinking of
like
there?
10 minutes ago. Said John Hughes, and you didn't say anything.
So they showed the 4 logo, but they didn't. Did they give us any hint at a date or anything here?
No,
right?
Not even crumbs.
Nope, just a graphic and director announcement. The director announcement is big news though. And then Lamar Newton is actually making my next point for me. The big fan casting that everybody's had for years is John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. As the Richards, because they're actually married in real life too. And if you're going with the cool modern Reed Richards with the beard, you want John Krasinski like he looked in The Quiet Place.
Yeah. How old is John now? He's like in his late 30s or early 40s, maybe.
Yeah, he's probably in his 40s, early 40s. Or something.
If they don't cast them, I think there's gonna be a riot on our hands.
Absolutely.
Honestly,
I think it's been so long that anybody but them, nobody is going to like. They'll eventually get over it, and we'll watch the movie.
Get over it, but we'll be like,
what could have been?
You know what? Marvel has a good way of making you okay with who they pick in the end. So I don't know. I think we'll be fine regardless.
And fucking Shartimus prime comment. Just watch. They're gonna pick Neil Patrick Harris.
Yo,
God no.
I don't think
imagine that?
Just because I think if it was gonna be them, I think they maybe would have made John Krasinski director on the film too, or he would have wanted to be director on the film too if he was gonna be Mr. Fantastic.
Just
as a
given when he's in a film, though. Although that is something that he does.
He directed The Quiet Place too. So
only reason I have faith was that when Doctor Strange was announced, everybody was like, "God, I hope they do Benedict Cumberbatch," and everybody was like, "Man, they're not going to pick it It's too good of a pick, and then they did it. And then when Ant-Man was announced, everybody was like, God, man, I hope they pick Paul Rudd. And everybody's like, no, Paul Rudd is too good of a pick. They're not going to do it. And then they did it, so I'm hopeful.
I think also John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are just in that middle echelon of actors that you don't really have to pay as much.
Yeah.
Because they love picking those guys, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're a little too old, man. We talking about the first Fantastic Four movie in the MCU. They're gonna be around for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
Well, the way they do it is they do it with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt for like the next 10 or 15 years, and when they age out, they're actually Skrulls the entire time.
The other ones are still actually in the Quantumverse.
That's it.
Just go back in and like de-age them a little bit, you know?
There you go. We got computers. It's fun.
Exactly. They can play these roles forever if they just de-age them, right?
That's it. That's the future of casting, honestly. Give it 20 years. That's it.
Mr. William, and he's great in Jack Ryan, too, John Krasinski.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that show was like, okay, he was good in it.
The show is okay. I like the actor.
Yeah. Well, that's enough for me to like a show sometimes.
Absolutely.
Up next, another Disney Plus series. We've already seen some. I actually got to pull up some of the photos of it, but
Hawkeye.
We got Hawkeye. Oh, here they are. We got Hawkeye, the series coming with Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. Here she is on set in costume.
Pizza Dog is there too.
Pizza Dog is
Pizza
there.
Dog is confirmed. Echo is.
Is he? All right. She's looking good.
Yeah, she looks just like the character.
She looks good.
Yeah. Here's another young Avenger getting set up here. It's happening.
It's happening for sure. Yeah, man.
We got who else? Additional cast includes Vera Farmiga, Fra Fee, and Alakwa Cox as Maya Lopez, who I don't know. I don't know that character. Cool.
Oh, that's Maya Lopez is the ninja that was on the new Avengers, Ronin.
Oh, okay.
One.
So we got something. All right, so we got a ninja, we got a archer, we got the stretchy girl, we got the Iron Man character.
Got another character named America.
Yeah, it's happening.
That's it.
You got stretchy.
It's happening. All right, so that's Hawkeye. That's coming.
Yeah, you know, they did it with Ronin. They had Hawkeye as Ronin, which is what happened in the comic books too. But
yeah,
the original Ronin was Maya Lopez, was a woman, and then she ended up. I think after Hawkeye went back to his regular persona, she took up the Ronin mantle again. I don't know.
So that is it for the announcements of all the Disney investor call.
I forgot the Black Panther one.
Oh yeah, the Black Panther one. Sorry about that. Where it wasn't like a trailer or anything, so I must have glossed over it here.
No, it's there.
Did I miss it?
It's at the top, man. You just
I was just remembering our king. Yeah. That's just...
Well, it was that, but didn't they have an announcement?
Yeah, they did. I'm looking for it, but basically they said they're not going to recast T'Challa in Black Panther 2.
So yeah, after all the speculation of what they were gonna do and if they would just have somebody else come in and play the role and just continue on, they said they're not going to recast them in the second movie, which means they will recast in the third movie.
Yeah,
yeah, right. That's the out that everybody's calling. Like, all right. So he's safe for Black Panther 2, but 3, all right, blank check.
But hey,
which I think is, I think that was a smart move. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, just enough time to let it, smooth out, honor him at the same time, get a chance to explore some of these other characters. Probably give us a Shuri as Black Panther way ahead of schedule. And
so what's the over under on all of us crying in the theater?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a mess.
All right, so here is the next piece of news that we want to get into. It's still Marvel related, but not officially from Marvel Studios. Technically, it's Sony.
Let's go.
Spider-Man 3.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna dwell on this for a minute. Spider-Man 3, with Tom Holland, officially bringing back Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus.
Woo! Official tissue.
what? And this is after we already know that Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro.
Mm-hmm.
We got Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back as their Spider-Mans, respectively. And according to this article, Kirsten Dunst will return as MJ, and Emma Stone will reprise her role as Gwen Stacy, pregnancy permitting.
Mm-hmm.
They're all coming back, baby.
Hell yeah.
We already know, J. Jonah Jameson is the same dude.
Look at how everything is around all of this, like time travel and worlds colliding, and like, you know, it's all the same shit, man.
Yeah.
I anticipate that the overarching big villain is going to be some sort of like celestial, like big. I don't know if it'll be Galactus, but somebody's going to come at the end of all of this and be like, all right,
what the fuck are you guys doing?
But there's also, hang on, I'm looking for it because they also said
in this place, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is it's basically like the beginning, or WandaVision really is the beginning of like this arc, this time travel trilogy arc, because apparently it starts in WandaVision, continues in Multiverse of Madness, and continues into Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Doctor Strange is also in Spider-Man 3. You know, everybody's coming back for this. It's gonna be like wild.
All the
I saw a really good tweet that was like, all right, do I need to, like, with Spider-Man 3 coming out, do I need to watch Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, understand it?
Very funny.
That's good.
Yeah,
The answer is 100% yes, by the way.
Absolutely.
I was really happy at the fact that and it's not just speculation anymore. There's literally pictures of Tobey Maguire pulling up to the set of Spider-Man.
Yeah, flip-flops and all.
It's not like some sort of like fucking rumor that caught a little too much, like, you know, a little too much steam. He literally pulled up to the fucking stage and it said reserved parking. So thank
Get
God.
out of the road!
Get out of the road! I can't see, motherfucker!
What are the chances we get Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen?
Oh, dude.
Pregnancy.
Wow.
Don't do this.
No.
I would
Don't do
lose.
that.
I would truly lose my mind. You know what I
Don't
think
do
is gonna happen? I think you know what, like, a lot of people are complaining that like this is the same Achilles heel that like Spider-Man 3 had, Raimi's Spider-Man 3, where they're just putting too much shit into it.
Much shit going on.
I really think that, like, you know, all like, you know, this is classic like marketing, just like we saw in like Homecoming, like Spider-Man and Iron Man like together, just the whole fucking movie. Like RDJ is gonna be there. Yeah, but like, yeah, in reality, he was just in there for like probably like 10 minutes, dude. And I think that might be what we're seeing here. It's just gonna be just classic Peter Parker on the possibly on the run with Doctor Strange, like dimension hopping to get away from somebody or some shit like that. And then in that we see small little cameos from all these guys. I don't think these are going to be like huge roles from these dudes.
And if there was gonna be huge roles, it would really only be the Spider-Men themselves.
Absolutely.
Right.
I could see them. I could see him hopping to their world, them linking up, and then him taking like Toby with him to Andrew's world, and then them doing some other shit or whatever, and them all meeting back up in the MCU, some shit like that.
One big CGI fight blowout with all the 3 Spider-Mans.
Oh.
That's all everybody's asking
Oh
for.
my god.
I think the only person who has like not been announced as returning is Joe Manganiello, and he's sitting there like, yeah, I wouldn't want to cast me neither.
So great.
He's busy being Deathstroke now. Anyway, who cares? This feels like another thing that's also a response to Warner Brothers, because they're like, oh, we're doing Batman Beyond. You know, what are they doing? It is Batman Beyond, right? Michael Keaton's coming back, and
No, it's Flashpoint, huh?
oh yeah, Flashpoint. Michael Keaton's coming back. Ben Affleck's coming back. Cool. Time travel. Hold our beer.
Yeah,
And if
Cap
we-
Lives brings up something very, very, very interesting in the chat. He says Spider-Man 3 was telling 3 different stories in one film. MCU Spider-Man 3 is serving one narrative. So that makes sense for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, go ahead, Rick. My bad.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, then,
Something someone else brought up was like this could be a situation where these characters are coming back, but they might not even be reprising their original characters. So like, or that version of their character. So maybe like Doc Ock will be a different Doc Ock, but still played by the same guy. And I think that would be interesting. Not saying that's going to happen, but I think the biggest benefit of something like that happening would be preserving the legacy of his character in Spider-Man 2, because he truly had like a perfect character arc in Spider-Man 2. It ended so well. And I think like if he like on the way, like in the river, like down dying, like if he just gets zipped up by like some portal and they're all like, "What's up, man? Let's cause some shit." And he's like, "All right, tight. I guess I'm evil again." Or some shit.
I think I was telling you and David Walton that I would love it if like if they go to Tom's universe and the Doc Ock in Tom's universe is actually his wife.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were saying that. What
that would be so sick.
Yeah.
I think like I think Sony really prepped people. I said this before on the podcast when we were talking about like how the MCU likes to like spoon feed people in terms of like really outlandish shit in like the universe. So like they couldn't go straight to space. They couldn't go straight to magic. They had to like really ease us in with some of these in-between movies and stuff and introducing the concept. And I think with like Endgame, with like Endgame, like doing like time travel and alternate versions of people, and then especially with Sony doing Spider-Verse, I think like this really opens up the door for them to do some like extremely crazy shit with like alternate timelines and like different these actors reprising like different versions of their characters. And I think like normal audiences are ready for that now, whereas like if they tried to do this like 5 or 6 years ago, like everybody would be like mad confused.
Yeah, I mean they even kind of referenced that in Far From Home when Mysterio's all like, I'm from a different planet, I'm from a different dimension, and like it's all this crazy stuff, but everybody's so like prepared to believe it because aliens have like come out of the sky multiple times.
Yeah,
they've really laid the groundwork.
And he's laughing about it. He's just like, all these fucking people, like, you can tell them anything. It's crazy. I think it's true. Like, the audience is, like, pretty ready to accept, all this crazy stuff.
Very true.
Which is fine. I mean, I'm down to see all this. I just want to see how they do it, honestly. Like, on paper, sure, it sounds great, but, like, I really am just curious as to the execution, because everybody, I'm sure, has their own way that they can see this going, but like ultimately, I'm like, I just want to see how they do this. Like,
that's really interesting.
Listen, man, the first this whatever phase that we just ended was masterfully done. At the end of it all, how it all came together over all of these years, it was very well done. I'm sure they learned a lot from that whole process, and this should be an even more seamless, smoother transition into like a real overarching like comic book style story arc with between several different books, basically. Like, what I'm saying? That's basically what we look at.
It's always funny how we always think that we have this universe figured out, and then they always do some shit that has us like, damn.
Right.
Damn.
It's pretty much the opposite of Star Wars. In Star Wars, you can kind of guess what's going to happen, and then it happens, and then you're like, man. It's like the other way around usually with Marvel.
I feel like with Star Wars, like the story has to be like predictable in a lot of ways. Like it's a classic, like good and evil, like story. It's not a lot of room for nuance. At least in the original trilogy and everything, it was bad guys black, white guys, or good guys white, and everything is kind of binary that way. But
somebody has to hang out with their sister. It's
exactly.
Just classic stuff.
Playing fast and loose for morals in the galaxy far, far away. But like,
you got to hook in the South somehow.
MCU, I think, is able to tell some very, very nuanced stories that are more modern in a lot of ways. And that's not to say Star Wars can't tell stories like that either. That's like basically what Mandalorian and like some of the best stuff out of Star Wars is. And even Phantom Menace has so much education on trade federations and shipping manifestos, and we learn all kinds of stuff.
Hell yeah!
So
all right, so that's Spider-Man 3. We don't have a title for this yet, right? Either, right?
No, it's just Spider-Man Home Away from Home.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are speculating. That would be a cool title.
Spider-Man Home Slice.
Home slice. Jesus Christ. That's it for the reviews, or there's a little bit more?
Spider-Man and his amazing homies. No, that's it.
Christ.
There's a shitload of other reveals, but we'll just I think that's the only one that would like apply to us a little bit. Chris Evans and Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the last kind of Disney thing. Is they're doing a gritty reboot of Buzz Lightyear, starring
Well,
Chris.
it's the story of the real Buzz Lightyear in the universe story.
That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, which I think is cool. I mean, just from on like this picture alone, they're going for like it looks like Buzz Lightyear for sure, but
Absolutely.
realistic. You know what I mean?
Just watch the
This
show.
is why. This is why Chris Evans. This is why Chris Evans.
Yeah.
That's why
I mean,
hung up
He
on.
said, Pixar money? I'm in.
Yeah, basically.
And at this point, it's cheaper for studios to just like build a complete recording studio in these actors' homes than it is to like bring any of them in to do anything.
Oh yeah.
I guess some other Disney stuff we can talk about. More animated series from Disney Animation. Baymax, which is from Big Hero 6, which is actually I think, from Marvel, right? Originally.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Zootopia show. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Come on.
Zootopia Plus.
Jimmy
is
Hobbs
good.
is getting into some adventures.
I can't wait for this. I love Zootopia so much. I think the only other person that loves it as much as I do is Poncho.
Baby.
Yeah.
That's me.
And Tiana as a series, which is the princess from Princess and the Frog.
Hell yeah.
Voodoo, come on.
And Moana, the series. The Rock better be on this.
If he's not on this, you're right.
That's it. Can he
Come
do
on.
that and Fantastic Four at the same time, Rick?
I'd say why not? It's just voices, right?
That's it. Yeah, honestly.
All kinds of fun new animations.
Oh.
We got kind of a Wakanda looking series here. I know
That's crazy. It looks exactly like Wakanda, but it's not called Wakanda.
Right. But if you like flash this really fast in front of me, I'd be like, does that say Wakanda? And then what else we got? Just more Disney cutesy stuff. Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Everybody loves
With
this.
Jonathan Taylor
that's
Thomas?
right here.
We're getting another Pinocchio title reveal. Okay, let's see this. Oh God, no sound.
Oh no.
I hope it's like a faithful adaptation of like the really dark original story.
Could you
Oh,
imagine?
man, we're all gonna be donkeys, huh?
Yeah.
Figaro, what a guy.
Figaro. What a
I want
blessing.
like Blumhouse Pinocchio, where it's like where it's like he's a real boy, but he's slowly turning into a puppet every time he lies. I don't know.
You want Pinocchio meets Tusk, or what are we talking about?
No,
Right? Yeah, something like that.
I've never hated a movie more than I hated Tusk.
Really? Oh, come on.
No, what-
It's kept-
But of all
Wasn't for me. Wasn't for me.
Rescue Rangers, that's pretty interesting. There's gonna be a live-action movie where John Mulaney and Andy Samberg play Chip and Dale,
So
the
good.
Rescue Rangers.
What an incredible
Really?
cast.
No way. Where's that? Did I miss that?
You just passed it up. Yeah, keep going. You passed it. Keep going. You're almost. You're there. It
Oh
is.
my God. Yes, I love Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
It's like the best casting.
Dude, Toon Disney was the business growing up, bro.
Toon Disney. Come on, man.
It's directed by Akiva too, which is great.
By who? Oh, Akiva Schaffer. Okay, cool. That's dope. All right, cool. What else? Oh, we got some Peter Pan and Wendy.
Man, how
Just-
many times are they going to do Peter Pan? Just give it a rest. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired of fucking Peter Pan.
Good Laws is Captain Hook this time, huh?
Is this like an in-between qual? Like, what's going on here? I thought he grew up.
Said in between cool.
In between.
Said in between cool.
We got a sequel to Enchanted called Disenchanted. Hello. There's
Wow.
a play on words.
a name.
Amy had
Parody over parody, huh? Okay.
Oh my God! Here, I saw this earlier. I forgot about this. Sister Act 3 is returning.
But
Is it-
everybody's been asking for it.
Oh, Tyler Perry as producer. Come on now.
Recipe for Consistency.
Starring Whoopi.
So this is Tyler Perry's Sister Act 3. No, Disney's Tyler Perry's Sister Act 3.
Disney's Tyler Perry's Sister Act 3.
Yeah. All right, cool. Really, really dope stuff. Disney just continuing to make sure that you do nothing but watch Disney.
Consume. Basically.
Hey, man.
It's a quick reminder for those still watching that that we have a promo going with Boundless Brooklyn right now. If you go on to Boundless Brooklyn and you order $50 worth of anything there, and you add an additional billboard to your cart, you will get that billboard for free if you use the code A.C.B.A. at checkout. All right, so please go. Boundless Brooklyn is closing up shop, so they are literally trying to sell out of everything. So you can go and get this stuff for the low and get something extra in your cart with the $50 purchase. These are good like stocking stuffer things too for other like display people that you know and stuff and whatever. So it's a nice little gift idea.
Yeah. And real quick, not even to take away from that, just to go back to the start of the Disney announcements. If we're bringing back all these series and everything, and rebooting them, Nightwalker and Lamar Newton say we need an updated Gargoyles. Yes, we need CG updated animated Gargoyles. We need Keith David back as Goliath.
That was Disney. Yeah, Gargoyles was Disney. Yeah. Okay.
To Disney also.
Hell
While we're
yeah.
at it, let's bring back what was the I think it was like Lloyd in Space or something. It was like a little green kid.
Bringing back Lloyd in Space.
Right. Let's bring back Disney's Doug too.
Oh, brother.
Oh man, hell yeah! It'll be a nostalgia critic. Do it.
No. God. Stupid.
Cool. Yep. So
That was like one of those shows that was like, it was nothing really interesting or great about it, but you just couldn't stop watching it for whatever reason.
Doug was a really uninteresting show.
Well, some Doug heads would argue that once Disney acquired Doug, it came downhill from there. It was actually better.
Really.
Worse.
Yeah,
animation was better. So that's all I cared about.
talk to some Doug heads. I'm not one, so.
Yeah.
When is Disney going to stop messing around and give us a reboot of The Recess? What's going on here?
That's right.
Recess, bro.
Reset. Sure. Are you kidding me?
Hey, come on, quit playing games, man.
Hell yeah.
Do you even have recess anymore? Like, is that relatable at all?
I don't know.
Hey, they have it even during virtual learning. They have it. It's funny.
Really? Okay. I
Oh.
thought because when I was growing up, we didn't have recess anymore. It was just extended lunch.
I watch my brother 2 times a week because he's like really young, isn't good with computers and whatnot. I'll be like, "Hey, man, why aren't you in front of the computer?" It'll be like, "It's recess."
You're at home. The whole thing's recess, dog. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we definitely got some Doug heads in the chat. By the way, everyone's like, formerly Nickelodeon's Doug, bring back Nick Doug.
That's what I'm talking about.
How about some?
The art style was much better. Nickelodeon art style.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
What about Darkwing Duck though? That needs a gritty
Hell
reboot.
yeah.
We've gotten him a little bit in the recent what's it called show?
DuckTales? No.
The DuckTales.
Yes, DuckTales.
That's
He's
cool.
appeared in DuckTales a few times. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
All those Duck Boys have been in DuckTales. That's a good show. That's a really good show.
Man. I recommend you guys watch it.
Hell yeah. So we're almost at the top of the hour, so I think we can probably just do pickups and just get the hell out of here.
Yeah, basically.
I gotta get some dinner. Let's talk
So,
pickups.
One more time, the Boundless Brooklyn sale ongoing. Boog just talked about that, but I stomped in on the end of it, so we're finishing up here with it. We want to talk pickups real quick.
Yeah, Fabo, what'd you get?
You know what? I actually got a bunch of stuff, but can I go pull it out real quick while someone else talks about it?
Never pull out. I'll go. So I got a bunch of shit. I don't even know where to start. I got this Kong Studio Super Saiyan 2 head sculpt. Really nice. Kong Studio. These are the guys that are making that Whis uniform Goku and that shirtless Vegeta thing coming out. Pretty tight. This is what the head sculpt looks like. It looks pretty good. I like it. Little front heavy, but whatever. Next up, I got of course I got that Pluto and Popeye 2-pack. Of course, really nice. Yeah. These guys are really great. Of course. There's my cat. Hell yeah. GameStop actually had a pretty good sale going on. It's still on this week actually, and I got 2 of these Doom Marauder guys. These are really cool. Of course, it's what did Brian call him? Toddy Mac sculpt in the mix. These guys look really nice. McFarlane figures. They don't really need to be like hyper like posed or like dynamically or anything like that. So these are really nice. I got 2 of them. They were on sale for like $11 and then they sold out.
What was on sale for $11?
These Marauders right here, Rick, from Doom Eternal.
Now
cool.
I see.
Be tight for like some goons or something. And then finally, I got a Michael Pena figure. This was on sale for $12. So I got that, the 2-pack.
Oh, wait, you just got the figure by itself? You didn't get
No,
the 2-pack?
I got the 2-pack, but like, let's be real. It's a Michael Pena figure.
No.
I got Kamen Rider Build. This was on sale at GameStop after like my discount and coupons. It's like $20 or some shit like that. So it's pretty nice. I got a bunch of Power Rangers. Got a bunch of Power Rangers stuff was on sale. I got Zeo Blue, super sick. I got Decker Ranger Red, super sick. And then I got this Zeo Gold as well. It's like the most pickups I've had in a very long time. And then I'm sure there's more shit, but the biggest thing I got, I know we talked about it last week a little bit, but I finally got that kit for the Super Saiyan for the Future Gohan. I got the Future Gohan kit. This is really nice. This is like one of my favorite. What's up?
Paint that up?
No, I actually hit it with like a top coat, and like it really like highlighted how great this sculpt is. It gets rid of the shine from the Saiyan Race on Earth Goku. It's really nice. But this kit is like so good, dude. I love this. I filmed a review today, and I'm editing it. It's like my first review in like 2 years or some shit like that. So, so I guess keep an eye out for on my channel for that shit coming out because pretty excited. And that's really it for me. Oh, and then for our anniversary, my wife got me this little banana from Fortnite.
What?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Bro, it's rotten peely.
I got so I mean like I have every banana from the Fortnite. I got every peely. This is the last peely variant I needed. Rotten peely.
Oh yeah.
So like
He's got every peely.
that's it. So
That's actually
Every peely.
so that was basically it. Hell yeah. What everybody else get?
Oh, you want to go?
I had a big haul. Yeah, I had a big haul from Big Bad Toy Store. I got the Popeye and Bluto set, which I didn't get to open yet. I got the Black Ranger from the Hasbro Mighty Morphin Power Rangers set, and then I opened up all my other Rangers. Well, the yellow, pink, blue, and red. I still don't have green or white, but whatever. I got the core original team, I guess. So I opened that. I got I got Boma's Cycle. I got the shirtless Jiren. I got Chi-Chi. I got Doctor Doom, the retro Doctor Doom. I got SHF IG-11. That looks really cool. I got to get one. I think I am getting one of those sets from Crashbox, actually. Shout out to Crashbox.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Something else here.
You got a video too, right? You produced a video for it?
Great Vegeta, which I'm gonna open right after we get off of this. Actually,
Open that shit
Nice.
while we were on the show.
And I got Mando. I got the Beskar Armor Mando, the regular one, not the one that's packed in with the child and the little cradle. But yeah, something else was in that pile of loot. It was a couple things in my pile of loot that was for other people too. Shout out to my man Josh. Shout out to Mervin. I got y'all's stuff. And yeah, that was it. That was it for me.
Fabio, what's good with
I
you?
still got shit that I gotta open though. I got a bunch of stuff to open, man. I got mad stuff to open.
That's dope.
Fabio, what's good?
All right, I got a couple of things here. I pulled up the picture too on the screen share, but I went ahead and pulled it out of the D12 too. But I got the dock set from Crashbox Customs, which is like super nice. Like
It looks nice.
I like that it's not like foam at all. It's all just like,
PVC?
Yeah, PVC board. And, it's all like machine cut, super clean. You got like a nice window back here as well, so you can shine light through it.
Yeah, nice.
And it's D12 size, specifically as well. So that's really nice for like putting it back when you're done, having a way to display it in there before you like take it out for photos and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I'm pretty pleased with it. It was, a little expensive, but all custom dios will be. Obviously, it's not like a huge piece. It's a little small, so you got to fudge with like some angles. But even a big guy like Bluto, I mean, he's still still some good clearance on there. And in my D-top, I display with the stands just for like a little extra stability. So it's good that like the base down here is wide enough to hold the actual like Mezco stands. And then I'm waiting for some barrels to come in that I bought from Henry that I think are 3D printed, and I think they'll fit nicely on here as well to kind of help round out this little scene. But I've had the Popeye and the Bluto for a minute. I'm waiting to get the Lockjaw set. My vendor hasn't like picked it up yet, but I did get a couple of other things from him. The PX Supreme Knight Batman.
Oh, nice.
Pretty dope. It's a little different from the other ones because it doesn't have the knee pads. But like the blue is definitely like a lot darker. And like you actually can't see it on my cam at all because it's terrible. But the sheen on this blue is like crazy. It looks like iridescent almost. But it doesn't come with like as much as like the Shadow Edition one because you can't like swap out the emblems or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still cool. It's it's a cool like blue and gray Batman in case you can get like the PX Sovereign Knight. So it'll fit in with like your classic kind of Justice League display as well.
I still need to get that Batman.
I got the PX Harley too, which I'm really digging.
Nice.
She's got a really cool look to her.
That's Hot Topic Harley, right?
Spikes, dude, I accidentally poked myself under the nail with this thing, and I was legit. These little helmet spikes are super sharp, but she looks really good. The articulation is whatever. The luckily like the sleeves are just far enough that they don't really like hinder the elbow articulation, but that doesn't mean it's like great elbow articulation to begin with.
Yeah, I had that one in my on my pile of loot, but then I took her off because I didn't even have the other Hot Topic Joker or whatever, so I just
you know what? Wake me up with some third brands, am I right?
This is definitely the one meant to go with that Joker. So like if you've missed out on any like classic Joker and like you don't feel like classic Harley goes really well with the punk Joker, then this is definitely the Harley to go with it. It's nice though. I mean, it comes with a lot of accessories and it comes with like a teddy bear and a rocket launcher. Oh, that's the cool effect that she comes with. She has like a John Matrix like box, four-part machine launcher, rocket launcher, and then there's like a smoke effect that comes out of it with a missile attached. So on that alone, just for that effect, it might be worth it for you, Boog.
Does it come with a cutout that says normal is more than a setting on a washing machine?
Wait, what? What was that?
That's like the Hot Topic joke. Like, there's always a shirt that says normal's just a setting on a washing machine.
That's fucking awesome. It needs to be now. Specifically, this shirt. I mean, I guess the back of her jacket says "therapist at work."
Oh,
I'd like to get another jacket with that embroidery on it.
God, they even had to put a Hot Topic quote on it, huh?
They sure did.
Right. I think that's all I've gotten. I'm looking around.
Rick, what did you get besides COVID this week?
You said that because I didn't want to say anything, but last week you guys skipped over me.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's true. We
I was
did.
just like, hey, you know what? I want to go eat, so it's okay. Right before the COVID hit me, I went to go get that new that Mandalorian that's a Target exclusive. It comes with the child, and you can take off its head. It reveals the fat head sculpt of what's his name.
Yes.
By the way, you're going to need to have because of this week's episode of Mandalorian, Star Wars fans.
Yeah, it was
can't
funny.
get away with that Mandalorian anymore. You have to have the unmasked one.
Yeah, see, now there is a purpose. Don't believe the hype, man. It was funny. I did it as an in-store pickup because I didn't want to drive if I didn't know it was for sure there because it's like such a hot item. And when I get to the store, before I do the store pickup, I go to the toy aisle. I see one lone Rogue there. I'm like, man, I want to pick up this Rogue, but I don't want to do it unless there's that 2-for-3 deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find 2 other figures, so I was like, fuck, man. And when I go to pick it up, I tell the guy like, hey, man, could you just put this back? He's like, yeah, sure. And so I get my fucking Mando, I go home, and he put the fucking Rogue inside the bag with Mando.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, all right, man. What an idiot. I'll take it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, it felt a little heavy, but I was like, damn, just because it's a deluxe Mando, I didn't even think about it. I just threw it in the car, and when I got home, I was like, oh yeah, let me go open Mando. I go back, I was like, what the fuck, Rogue is in here?
Wait, so you shoplifted by accident?
A Target
Basically.
employee forced me to shoplift, basically.
Amazing.
It was funny, like what was going through his head? Did he think this customer was like, hey, put this in my bag? Like, I
He
just
gave
threw
you,
that out. What was he like? What was going through his mind? Like,
You got
oh man, this fucking
probably a space cadet that day. Another Buzz Lightyear reference, by the way.
man, on some real Chris Evans shit. You know what I mean?
Right. That's dope, dude.
Yeah. I bought a gang load of Rebel Techs for like dirt cheap from Japan. Those
Hell
should be
yeah.
coming in soon.
Oh yeah, I got a
So
bunch
anybody
of
who
shit
thinks I
coming.
need Rebel Tech, you're wrong, man. I think besides that, the only thing I've gotten is the COVID virus, and I hope Poncho's figured out his battery situation with Ami.
Oh yeah, so quick update on that real quick. They wouldn't ship it. So for those of you who don't know, I bought a Mega Man figure off of Ami. Right now there's like a lock on shipping anything. DHL won't ship anything with batteries in it to the United States. Well, no. DHL can't ship shit with batteries in it, and then EMS is locked to the United States right now through Ami. So there's virtually no way to ship this item to me at all. I hit up customer service. I was like, yo, you guys, is there anything we can do or whatever? They're all like, no, like, there's nothing we can do. I was like, tight. Well, this is a little unorthodox. Can you guys like take the batteries out or something? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't care if you open it or anything. Just like, just if you just take the batteries out so it's eligible. If something I bought is eligible for me to ship it, can you please do that? And they're all like, yeah, sorry, we can't do that. And I was like, all right, tight.
It's so I'll never get it.
Yeah, and I was like,
that would have been unorthodox.
and I was like, so what's the plan? Like, am I just never gonna get this? And they're all like, well, I mean, once like these regulations are like lifted, then blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, that's literally the unforeseeable future. I was like, if you guys,
Foreseeable.
yeah, I was like, yeah, if you guys could just please like refund me, there's a big chance that I'll just spend this money again in your shop anyway. And luckily they did, which was great. So I got like my refund for the Mega Man, and then I ended up just buying a bunch of cool shit on Ami that'll probably be here in time for next week's show. But like I took advantage of a lot of pre-owned stuff from Ami. Got a lot of cool shit, so I'm pretty excited for that. And I was really concerned if they were going to cancel my Mega Man at all, since this is like my first purchase since my account had been like brought back from termination. So I was like kind of scared to ask like, hey, can I just get a refund? Because they're all like, oh, you want a refund now? Since like you want a refund, huh? I don't think so, but hell yeah.
All right, cool. That worked out, right?
Yeah, you guys want to do plugs and let's leave? What's everybody working on?
Yeah, I wanted to say we should get our top 10 lists ready pretty soon as well, because some people in the chat were asking about that. We'll probably end up doing like a question of the week coming up here pretty soon, and like have like a whole episode dedicated to that as well.
Yeah, by the end of the year, I think we'll have something good. We have how many weeks do we have till the end? We got we got 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks until the year wraps up, so we should definitely do it. If not next week, then probably next week, because next Saturday is like the day after Christmas. I'm sure a lot of us are busy.
True.
Yeah. I had already started doing a few like little top 10 stuff on my channel or whatever, but yeah, our official like top 10 across every line, every property or whatever, we should get a list together for sure.
Yeah, I'm actually going to make a top 10 list for the first time ever. So I'm pretty stoked.
I also should. Yeah.
Yeah, we should all do it. Rick, start a YouTube channel. You do it too. Boog, you got any videos to plug real quick?
No, like I said, I've been doing some top 10s. I just put up my top 10 wanted Mezco figures for 2021.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Somebody had commented and said you probably should have put that shit up in 2019. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I've been consistent. Put up something every day this week. I will. This video will be for today, and then I'll have something out tomorrow. I'll have the Prowler review up tomorrow, I think.
Nice.
From the Stiltman Builder Figure Wave. I got to finish that off, but I got so much stuff in this pile of loot that I will definitely have content through the next week. So just hang out with me.
For sure.
How about you, Fabio?
That's it. Just go on my Instagram, Fobster360. Go follow. Go subscribe on YouTube. Actually, subscribe to me on Twitch too. I'm also at Fobster360 because I have over probably close to 30 hours of Cyberpunk streamed on my Twitch channel. Yeah. All the highs and lows that entails. I'm running this thing at 1080p, 60 frames per second, HD ultra graphics on PC. So I'm playing this game about as good as you could possibly see it. If you're having a hard time, playing it on console, or you don't have it yet and you just want to hang out, watch it, I'm going to be just playing it and streaming it anyway. So if you just want to come join me, that's fine.
Hell yeah.
But I've got some funny clips on there as well of just, it's really not as broken as a lot of people are saying, at least on PC, but every now and then there'll be some fudgery that happens. So yeah, twitch.tv/Fobster360. I'll probably be playing literally right after this.
Hell yeah. What about you, Rick?
No doubt.
I'm streaming Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, nobody streams Cyberpunk 2077 except me, okay? Nobody parties but me.
I'm streaming it in 8K.
Oh, okay.
Nobody can watch it.
Those are just words and numbers.
I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm trying to fight to survive. I don't know. I don't know what the future has in hold for me, but it's all about my life.
All right.
That's dope.
There we have it. I think that's it. Once again, just a reminder, go on to Boundless Brooklyn's site. Links will be in the description here. They'll pop up on Instagram and all our social media and stuff after this as well. And you spend $50, you could get a free billboard. All right.
Hell yeah.
But
me.
Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit the bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Peace, guys.
Goodbye.
Getting some fucking pizza.
Oh yeah. Indian food.
Papa John's, how many days of reckoning?
Listen, we've been in this pandemic for 7 months.
Oh man.
All right. Cool. We're about to get
the shit in my cart right now at Papa John's, but I think I might actually